Welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends sit around, play some Dungeons and Dragons, people drink Listerine, other things are said, butter happens. You can check it all at another place. And we share the story with you, our wonderful audience.
Are you drinking coffee?
Thank you everyone so much for tuning in. We appreciate your presence and you being here. A special warm welcome to those of you who are tuning in for the first time. Greetings and salutations to you. A warm greeting for you. We hope that you enjoy your first taste of this very amazing campaign 2 that we have going on here at the Dicefunctional channel. If this is the type of thing that you enjoy, if this is your first time here, make sure, if you're watching, especially live at twitch.tv/dicefunctional, that you go ahead and follow, because that is how you will be alerted to when we are streaming this game live every Saturday at around 4 p.m. Eastern time. We also do a bunch of game streams throughout the week, so there's a whole lot of content from this group of friends. If you enjoy what you are watching now, if you miss something and you are not able to catch it later, if you want to go back and watch our entire campaign 1 and check out all the shenanigans that we have, as well as check out a bunch of other gaming content and art content, I highly suggest you go on over to YouTube, search Dicefunctional, subscribe over there where you can join in on all the fun and everything cool that we have going up there. If you are in a place where you cannot watch anything, if you don't like watching anything or don't have the ability to, we got you covered too. Just go to your favorite podcasting platforms. Just search Dicefunctional where you can find our entire feed. We have the entire campaign 1 up there as well as all of the campaign 2. So you won't be missing out on anything. If you want to check out anything social-wise, make sure you go on over to Twitter at Dicefunctional with an underscore at the end. You can follow us over there. Check out all of the cool stuff that we have going on there. Wow, I'm burping a lot. And you can go ahead and be alerted to whenever it is that we're streaming, and you can know what we're doing as we're doing it. It's pretty darn cool. And keep an eye out there for some other announcements and things like that, for especially a future Patreon goal, where if you want to see all the weird shit that happens before we go live, some of it's weird. Highly suggest it. Just saying, shit gets weird.
Did we ever save the cum one that happened a while ago?
I don't know, but I hope that that's saved somewhere.
I hope it isn't, because then there's just no context of that.
It's just cum.
I don't know if that's saved anywhere. I will be real honest with you. I did.
Go check.
That makes it even
I
better.
will check after.
It makes it worse, I think.
Hey guys, we're bringing in Monster
Monster of the Week energy.
Man,
Oh,
Cody's
yeah, it's
not
a monster of the week
here.
energy for sure.
Cody's not here. I'm
okay
telling
with
you.
this
I'm
is
okay
what
with it.
happens when I'm not at Jill's. Monster of the Week energy apparently happens when I'm here. That's
Well, we figured it out, at least.
This is the common denominator.
I mean, it is Monster of the Week plus Charlie, so
I have
It
no
is-
idea what's happening.
don't worry about it.
don't worry about it, bud.
It's
All right,
There's
we're
a
gonna
lot.
start this off.
Chaos.
We've delayed it long enough. You're here for a D&D
Yep.
show, and then we need to solve a mystery. So, Connor, take it away.
Where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers.
Dodge Intrepid.
Not adventurers, actually.
You're not adventurous.
Unwilling
Intrepid
detectives.
idiots?
Suave Sherlocks.
I was
No.
going to go with Intrepid idiots.
To be fair, one of us is Sherlock.
It's true.
My
Giddy.
dear friends had continued on with their investigation, trying to find the murderer of one Roy Rufino Roberto Rodriguez Reyes II. They had continued to make some more progress and had managed to find some more information on maybe who has done it, including some small details that start pointing more towards some strange things that were happening. Inside of the carriage that Roy typically rides in, they found a purple thumbprint and a scrap of Northern Acesian money. But, more importantly, they spoke to Ira, revealing some of her darker history, and revealing that she had been present for some meeting that Roy had with a man with a deep voice where she was not allowed to see who it was, but she heard his voice, and that's all she knows. You guys then also spoke with Ranji, the groundskeeper, who turns out to be a member of the Fishers, a group of spies/informants who are essentially information brokers to anyone who was willing to spend some money. And it turns out that you all are some people who are willing to spend some money. You guys managed to figure out some information, namely that Ranji's been paying attention to the folks here, been gathering information on the folks here, and has actually taken note of a few of the people that Roy came in contact with, and Roy himself. Namely? Amador I was trying to say, namely Amador Bayo.
He's namely now.
Yeah. Amador Bayo, Ira. Fuck! I can't talk today. Namely, get the fuck out of here. Namely, Ira as well, on top of a few others who were listed inside of a little information booklet that he had. With all of that said, you guys are still on the lookout for more information. Let me get you some more music.
Hey guys, I'm sitting beside my closet, which I haven't dug through in a while. So I'm finding shit like the hat I'm wearing. I just found a Sonic spork.
Yeah. Like
That is awesome.
like Doctor Who. Okay, I was like,
It's not really much of a spork. It's only got the little pinks at the. I know you have my fan. Show off.
I was kind of hoping you're going to pull out a Sonic the Hedgehog spork.
No, I also have weights in here. I don't know where those came from. I also have one of the shirts Connor owns.
You do?
Yeah. What happened?
Hey, that's my favorite shirt. One of them.
I have an X-Files shirt. What's this?
anyway.
What? Oh, yeah.
How many of us are ADHD?
I'm
Most of us.
autistic, thank you very much.
Oh, sorry, overlapping.
The guy said I wasn't ADHD because I wasn't inattentive.
So, we will start off with the team that had just finished up having a conversation with Ranji. You all exit Ranji's room, making your way back out into the hall, except for Asher, apparently, where you would see that there are a few folks who appear to be inside of the stables. Also, Jace, make sure to turn up the music a little bit. It's just the rain sounds.
I will, homie.
Good. But, from your angle, you guys can't necessarily see who is present inside of the stables, but there are two people who are inside of the stables themselves.
I think we know that Darius and Tana were headed to the stables, right?
I would say you probably are, at least you might be aware. Did you guys ever tell them? No?
No, because
No,
we
they
went
never told you,
directly.
actually.
We went directly from translating the Antler to going and seeing Ira.
That's fair.
That's
yeah. So
right.
no, they never really told you.
Okay.
Well, maybe it tastes best if we go and see.
I reckon you're right.
Just to make sure.
Okay. You all begin to make your way
Cautiously
forward.
approach.
Cautiously.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see that Darius and Tana appear to be the ones that were inside of the stables.
So, how the fuck do you get a single? How is it nowhere else? There's one fingerprint. How do you get so careful, but you get one finger recklessly enough? That makes no sense.
Did you find something?
Yes. I tell the. And you'll see Darius just take out her grimoire real quick, and I'm using one of my 2 incantations left as soon as my page opens, to cast Clue. Once more.
Gotcha.
We'll go from about 5 minutes before the murder to about right before me and Tana showed up, so our footprints and stuff don't show up.
Okay. So if you're going for that kind of a time period, then you would be seeing, let's see, you would see, I'll say, green footprints and handprints that are near the horses and on the horses. And they appear to be going back and forth from the carriage itself to the horses, carriage to the horses, carriage to the horses, but none of them go over towards the fingerprint itself. The fingerprint appears old. It's not something that has been here for a while. It has been something that just got stained into it, really.
Did we confirm that the color of the fingerprints are like per person or per scene?
Per person.
You can cover them with gloves and changing shoes, but everything
The
matches
color,
up.
but it's always your color. Okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
Clue is a smart, dumb spell. It does one thing, but it can be tricked easily.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, with that lead done, how's it going with all of you? Did you find anything fun?
Well, there is information that is being gathered on all of us. It was
There
not
was
Rogie.
There was a lot of weird talking between Asher and Castella.
Everything Asher usually says is weird, so gonna have to be more specific.
I cannot dispute this.
Talking in code.
Usually with specific individuals. So, in the review of everything that we are looking at, realistically, we have burned a fair bit of the evening. So, what is it that we know for sure about whoever it is that actually would have killed Roy? Maybe a bit of a review of how this would have happened. We know that they made their way in through wherever the secret passages are. So they would have had to have known about them and had access. They made their way in. They shot him with a firearm, either with perfect timing, or they had the ability to conceal it. They knew enough to pull the slug out, cover it up, and make it look like the entire room was tossed. So they clearly had something to gain from him being dead. Either revenge or something else. And then they somehow made their way back out very quickly. And at this moment, it would seem that they were able to make their way right back to where everyone is. Yes.
Use the downstairs, right? You know you have to, it has to be two people, right?
If it was a second person,
someone
you are
has
correct.
to open the door to get them out. So it has to be 2 people. So whoever it is didn't work by themselves.
if they did come in from the downstairs, we did. Nobody found an entrance to all of the passageways on the main floor, no?
Doesn't seem like it goes directly to the basement.
And the only one that we know of on the 3rd floor, other than in Roy's office, would have to be in a closet that
Which this
you are
tray
all
went
in.
in.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you put in that closet?
That's what I've been wondering for the past, like 20 minutes.
I mean, if it's been established that there is a exit from that closet, right? I think we've established that you can get out into the passageway through that closet, right?
Michelle,
Mm-hmm.
bud, your audio is funky.
You gotta be closer to your mic because I think
Oh my
it's
God.
struggling.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna bump up my
Mm-hmm.
sensitivity, I think.
Probably just a bit.
She's just like, if we've established, I guess there's a exit to the like secret passageway
Mm-hmm.
to that. Wouldn't putting us in there make it seem like we're responsible, especially since we were being put in there for criminal stuff already?
Oh yeah, I 100% think somebody was setting
Mhm.
you three up for the fall.
It's
So
very well could.
Elfman did it.
Gervais.
That guy.
Gervais is
Hold
suspicious.
on. We need to have a little bit of clarity here because you were upset when someone didn't know your name. And now you're calling him Elfman.
I even went through the effort of
Trust me.
learning your name.
Is it
Which is
Gervais?
rare.
Literally, I only
It's
met him
Gervais.
once, so I don't remember. Okay, Gervais, I'm sorry. He very much wanted us in there, which is
Mhm.
weird.
I sure would like to hear his reasoning.
House this big has to have other closets, not one on the upper corner of the second floor. You know?
And it
That's
just so
literally the
happens to
pantry.
be the place where the secret passage is. And like, also, I'm gonna point out a thing. Somebody went specifically to that linen closet to get stuff. Right? Very
Oui,
pointed.
but I do not think it was him.
Why
He may
not?
not have.
Can we elaborate on that? I would love to take you at your word. But
Amador,
I won't.
Mr. Amador, he was very insistent, and maybe he didn't shoot the gun, but as we said, 2 people.
That is
Mario
correct. And
didn't.
Maybe
order.
Mario didn't fire the gun, but he ordered the shot.
Sorry, that is a reference to a Brian David Gilbert video that's stuck in my head every time.
Sorry.
And no, Rod, as you said, there is no reason you should take me at my word. So allow me to explain. After speaking with a man, he knew that Roy was in on a bunch of bad shit, and he did not know who specifically one of his co-conspirators was. He gave off the air of someone who knew enough, but decided to look the other way a time or two. He did not have anything to gain from Roy dying. In fact, the fact that Roy has died and all of this is coming to light could actually end up bringing down and ruining his career. Roy has gone through. He is caught a couple of times. If it is pointed out that he maybe looked the other way, that could actually ruin his career.
Or help it.
And if he's dead, who's gonna say that he looked the other way? The only person that knows that he looked the other way, I think, from what you're saying. I could be wrong, because I don't know exactly what else he told you, but it seems like the only one who knew he looked the other way was Roy.
Well, maybe not just Roy.
Could also always just be insinuated.
I-
You know, you let a man go through your court so many times and he comes out to be a big honking criminal.
Well,
Especially when you are friends. His name is on the guest list multiple times.
well, maybe not Roy just knew.
Who knew? Who else knew? Ugh.
Well, I don't know if she knows specifics, but Ira has been hearing shit happening in this carriage for a while. When I found out she got exiled from a oh, that's the thing that was on the antler, by the way, Kaz.
Oh, sorry. what was it?
On the antler you handed me to translate, yeah, she got kicked out of a clan. Apparently she killed 3 kids while she was a kid.
Oh,
Oh.
interesting.
Interesting.
However, I kind of Tana says her mind feels too much guilt about that to really be the one to want to do this shit. She's just kind of keeping her head low until she can go back. Which reminds me, don't let your girlfriend, fiance, whatever she is, fire her.
What? I don't believe there's any reason to do that.
I don't know what she's gonna do. She might sell this whole house for all I know from the grief.
No. Maya is not the type. She will likely pick up everything.
Well,
Hopefully
this
not everything.
hopefully
illegal.
not every. Yeah.
Drugs.
Maybe you do not know Maya.
This does
Yeah.
bring up a good point, though, that we need to start looking at motives, not just where people were at what time.
Mm-hmm.
We need reasons why someone would kill Roy in such a planned manner. Because I think a lot of people had a lot of reason to kill him in the moment, but this was planned.
Not a crime of passion, but a crime of opportunity.
Premeditated.
Premeditated.
Heard that word once. Granny
That's a
said that
mighty
word
big
once.
word.
Granny said that word once. I don't know.
Why did you say that word?
That is a good one.
I thought she might need to know what premeditated means.
Okay.
Over like a few words.
We were going into. We
I
were
was
going
teaching her a
into-
little bit about the legal system
were
before we got here.
Oh,
Then-
before,
For no
before we
reason.
came in, before we came. No, here's the thing. Before we came into here, Granny let us know that we were in fact committing a crime, and since we were planning it ahead of time, she said it was premeditated.
Asha,
It's true. I heard the whole conversation.
how are we the two that aren't the criminal here?
That I do not know.
I'll
But
be
I'm
doing
enjoying
good
this, I will
things.
say.
I don't think we're criminals for this.
She
Yeah,
said
I
it
only
was in
stole
the
one
court of
thing,
law. It was a whole thing. I absorbed it, but I didn't
Anyway.
understand it. I was going to say.
Hey, Asha, how much money could we make from this? Like the show,
Quite a bit.
if we took them on the road.
Oh,
We
quite
already
a
have
bit.
2 performers.
Oh, don't worry. I am already working on something in my head. I have
But I
got
was-
this.
What I was going to say is that I think that means we can take Ranji off the list because he
Where?
did not benefit from Roy being dead. In fact, he is, from the sounds of it, Cass, right? He seems like it would actually be bad for him for Roy to be dead.
Well,
Yes.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, sorry.
you're good. Go ahead.
Technically, yes. It would be bad for him. I mean, there's also dirt on, Elf Man. But what the fuck was his name again?
Gervais?
Gervais.
Sorry,
Wait.
I'm still waking up. I'm losing my mind here.
That is alright.
Jolly, you
Ash-
just did PvP. How are you not awake?
That does not take
dissociate
thought.
really easily.
That does not take thought.
Slap my nuts.
No, but there's some dirt on Gervais.
Hold,
Which I do want to talk to him. Yeah?
hold on, we're not moving past what Connor just did.
It's just a meme song. Don't worry.
In the midst of everyone else talking, I just hear Connor go something, slap my nuts.
As Jolly
Jay
said,
knows what I sang.
Yep.
Noise.
as Jolly said, or Kaz said, we do need to figure out what's going on with military fuckface.
Where?
And I would love to get to know him.
If you are all amenable to this, I believe out of all of the people that are still left, the biggest one that we need to interfere will be Gervais. But a couple things before we go in. These are a couple things I have learned from Terrace. So when we are questioning this suspect, we need to go in there assuming how they did this thing. See if we can get them to slip up. So, they were posted outside of your room, outside of this closet, correct? Were you able to see them?
No.
But you heard them.
In theory.
Oui. So, there is always the possibility they could have done some sort of illusion, posted an illusion of them up. They could have been inside.
I think Darius is telling you to stop.
Finish your snack, Darius. It is alright. It has been a long night, I understand.
Leave me and my little Debbie alone. What you just said. I'm stealing Jill's hand gestures, and I hate
Illusion.
this. The illusion. Did you guys actually see him when the door opened?
Did we?
Did we?
Yes.
Yeah.
The powers
Did
of
you-
B say yes.
Did
They're
you see
nodding.
him closely? Or did he very much keep himself separate?
Do I remember like who opened the door to get the linen? Because I think Gervais stepped aside.
Gervais did.
He opened it.
He opened the door and stepped aside.
Okay, so
Because if he didn't open the door, Amador would have to kind of figure out a way to open the door and then close the door while holding things. So it was just more polite for him to do that.
Oh no,
Okay.
he's carried baggage before. He knows how to do that.
Yeah.
but yeah, Gervais. I don't know that I looked at him too closely, but he did open the door, which I think would be pretty hard for an illusion to do.
Other ways? Is there other things that people can do to make it look like?
That's getting mighty complicated.
Hey, bookworm. Right.
It's me.
Yeah, you. You seem the scholarly sort. Got any spells?
You.
Any spells that you know of walking around in that could do that? Connor, that's an opportunity. Hopefully, right.
Do I get to roll a dice?
Yes, you get to roll Arcana.
Wow. Okay, move my sheet really quick.
Something you're good at.
Yeah, but every time Joe rolls intelligence since we've started, it's not been great.
Doesn't look like it's been great yet.
Hold on.
I'm quitting D&D
Hold-
forever.
Could I argue advantage since Asha was just talking about spell work?
I will.
Could we say pretty quickly?
Sure.
Also, can I throw guidance at Rot?
Yeah,
for
you can
this?
give her. You can give him guidance.
I just
So,
want
like-
one successful intelligence thing. One
So,
time.
so like when you're like thinking, when they ask the question, when Darius asks a question, she'll just like put her hand on your shoulder and she'll just be like, "Well, you're really really smart, but like let me offer you a little bit of help to like dig into your big brain."
Jill, was the first
Yeah.
or second roll better?
The second roll, but not by much.
Roll a d4
Um,
with that too.
I'll have to do that on here because I am not digging a D4 out of my cauldron.
That's fair.
Oh, 4.
4. Okay. 7 on the die plus 5 plus 4.
16.
16.
Pretty good.
16.
That's actually
bad.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
For, and for a
Teamwork
flat
makes-
intelligence check. Oh, we know, not flat. It's Arcana, but still
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's pretty good for level 1.
Level 3.
Level 3, whatever. The early ones.
Early
Early
level.
game, yeah.
So there are plenty of illusion magics that could be used for stuff like that. For tricking, the image of someone being present or the sounds of someone being present. Yeah, that's doable, but it's trickier until you get to the stronger magics. Because at a certain point, it'll almost be like a programmed illusion, and that's a very difficult spell for people to just drop. And you don't think anyone here is that talented, because that'd be a very, very skilled spellcaster to do something like that.
Rod'll just sort of like on the porcelain mask do the like. Well, I thought about it a little bit. It would be. It's quite hard to do something to that degree of opening a door and interacting with people and all that. I would be somebody that I would really enjoy talking to if they were here, but looking at the group that we've amassed in this, I don't think anyone here could do that.
I have a weird.
And if they could, I would be extremely impressed. But
I have a
I don't think so.
weird thought. You know how I can turn into animals?
Yeah.
Maybe someone turned into him? So that he could go and do the killing?
But who?
I mean, that's complicated, but it's just a thought. I don't know, can you turn into other people?
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah,
You
but
would
that
be
would
the expert in this.
I can't change into other people, but
Mm.
we don't have time to get into that. That means there would be a third person involved. 3 people involved in one thing is possible, but
That's a lot
would-
of loose ends.
The thing is, what if it wasn't 3 people? What if it was just somebody trying to get us to look at Gervais and away from them?
also possible.
I was actually going to just have first the reader, so Rot, and 2 Darius to make intelligence checks. This is just for me to poke you and give you a bit of a tip.
Great intelligence.
Straight intelligence.
Okay, can I do
Gay
gay
intelligence?
intelligence?
Thank you. I'm glad we both
Okay,
took that road.
Even not together with.
Predictable
Yeah.
humor is one of those things that I frown upon, you two.
You know what you come for when you watch
know.
Dicefunctional.
What'd you get, Joe?
6 on the die plus 3.
9. Okay.
I hate this game.
I want to be
Sorry.
smart. I want to roll 800 natural 20s right now.
This is a straight check.
Is just a plain old intelligence check.
Okay. 17 total.
17 total. Rot, something about that just kind of feels a little weird to you. It doesn't sit right. The idea of that many people, it just seems, that's a lot. Darius, there's a very easy phrase that can go with this. 2 people can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
One of them is dead. That's literally. I was going to that as you made us roll.
So, that many people, there's no fucking way. Someone would have slipped up. And if it is 2 people that have to keep a secret, and now one of them is dead, it's more likely that it was just Roy and one other person that were involved in their scheme. Which means the main culprit's whoever worked with Roy.
I have an idea. If you want to come with me, we literally have someone who has been around a little bit.
You mean Turtle Man?
No, it is not that. Rangi has a book. Has been able to keep everything. It was said that there was a man with a deep voice. We could ask Rangi about a specific man.
Asha, my friend, did you write down what he put on that list he showed you by any chance?
No.
We'll get to this later. There's still things to teach you.
Why would I write it down when I can remember it?
What's
You
up?
could just go ask him again. He's still in there.
Something tells me someone who's trying to keep secrets and gather information doesn't want to talk to a private investigator.
Well, I've read that threatening people usually works. But
I mean, I
can't recommend it. It's not good to do. But you could.
I could.
You seem
But-
like the type. You're like 8 feet tall.
I'm 6'6". Thank you.
10 feet tall. So tall.
I'm not.
Only half a foot taller than you.
Dude, and I thought I was tall.
There's a lot of tall drow from where I'm from. I'm not even the tallest.
I mean, they're all pretty tall where I'm from too, so.
See? Maybe they just grow them different when they're drow.
It's because we're under the ground.
Yeah.
Under the ground. We're under the ground. It's so different down there.
Although
No
technically, logistically, it would make more sense if we were shorter. We don't have time to get into genetics. I can intimidate people. I don't like to. I prefer to lie and persuade. Really good at those two things. He's also only been here recently, Chancellor. He won't have many leads on who the partner is.
There is a chance with that. So,
It's someone with a deep voice, right?
Yeah.
where?
Who do we know has a deep voice in this
Well-
contingent?
There's also one more thing. And Darius will dig into her pockets and pull out the bit of money that she found. His secret meeting place also has this in it. Look familiar, Asha?
Mm-hmm.
For the person who just recently came to the surface, it's money from the north.
I barely know what money is.
You not have money? We don't have time.
That was
We'll
a day
trade.
one lesson.
Did she just take things?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm so sorry for answering for you.
Oh, it's true!
You can deny it later.
No! She won't!
Okay,
She
okay,
nods.
okay. Okay. We need...
Realistically, I could be wrong about Amador.
You could be, but it's still... Northern money doesn't just point at him. There could be other people with northern money, but it means he might know more than the little bit he told you.
This is very true. I am not a professional doing this.
Okay.
So, here's my other question. There are 3 exits from the secret passageway that aren't in Roy's office. There's the linen closet, which we was in. So that's not an exit. There's the one in the basement, which requires a person on the outside to open it, or it was left open, which
also
someone could have seen. Or there's the outside one, where it was raining this whole time.
Daras.
We haven't talked about the entrance just being open this entire time.
Daras.
I'm listening, what?
The outer entrance.
Yeah.
Do you have the ability to look at the scene still?
Yeah, I just gotta move my way over there and I think technically do the spell again, but...
Let us do this. See if there's some sort of lead over there.
I can get about 45 feet out from the point I touch.
Then
Does that include down?
It's a radius.
so
So
here is my thinking. If they did not come out of the closet, shame on them. If they did not come out of the wine cellar, because Fiona was there and would have said something about this.
Well, Fiona wasn't the only one there. Warner was.
Warner came down as Amador was already there looking at drinks.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, I've
if
never
you-
actually a passageway for footsteps.
That is what I am thinking. The other thing is there is a pair of gloves on someone. Or in somebody's things. That we have not found. We also have not found a firearm. There is a firearm that is missing.
Are you sure you don't have it? You're carrying pretty much everyone's gun at this point.
It is not one that I have. It is a shotgun. Most likely.
I mean, there wasn't a lot of damage to the area, so it would have to be precise.
It was a slug. This. Right here. It is just a big chunk of metal. Essentially.
Oh, I see.
Got that. So, if we check out there and we spend the rest of the time trying to find these items, Cass, you are good at infiltrating places and looking for things, no?
Yes. What do you want me to do?
We are currently looking for some sort of slightly more robust firearm. A shotgun, most likely. We are also looking for a pair of gloves.
Okay, so a pair of gloves and another gun?
We.
Okay.
And Asher will show her what the round looks like. This is what this would look like.
I don't know how guns work.
That is all right. Asher's
This is
gonna hand it to
for
her.
a big fucking gun.
It could be very big. The hole of the barrel is pretty big. Honestly, if you want to test and see if it would fit, you could literally stick this in the actual barrel itself. If it fits in the barrel itself, there's a good chance that this is the firearm that killed him.
From my experience, you shouldn't just stuff things into a barrel shaft.
It has worked very well for me.
What?
You're saying you should just take like, this is me. So you should take like the bullet, and you should just put it
In the hole. You take the
in the
bullet, you
hole.
put it in the hole.
and just put it in the
all
hole.
of you. I hate
Wait.
all of you. I hate.
Okay. I
You
just
might need to
clarified
wiggle
that-
it around
then-
a bit if you get the angle
Yeah.
wrong. But if you
Right.
put it in and it
But,
fits,
like,
it
anyway.
is what did the crime.
Yeah.
So, does it actually fit? Or could it be any other gun?
This is gonna be Connor. This is Connor talking, so I can just kind of advise you guys on this. It is extremely unlikely for a shotgun slug to fit into the barrel of any of the pistols that you've seen. So there's a pretty good chance is that if you find the gun that is able to have a slug fit into it, it's probably gonna be that gun, or at the very least tell you that that's able to fire the same bullet that killed him.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the perfect fit, like Cinderella's shoe.
Yes. And
Yes,
given
except
that
for
all
murder.
the other guns we have found, they have people attached to them.
Speaking of, can I have my gun back, Asher?
They are much smaller than this bullet. So if we find the matching gun, it is like 99% chance that's the murder weapon.
I'll tell you this much, I didn't find any guns upstairs other than bullets.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And I
chances
imagine
are-
in the yeah,
It's on them still. Still, doesn't hurt to check.
it could be on them. I would have discarded it first.
I was to say they
opportunity.
they hid the bullet pretty well, so they probably hid the gun somewhere else too.
Well, I haven't checked the first floor, so... Most likely
Gotcha.
rooms I haven't checked yet.
Look for little
maybe-
hiding places like bushes and
So,
hay piles.
I am not
Going off-
going outside.
hold on.
What, do you
Going
not
off a
like
theory.
storms?
Going off a theory that they would have come out, gone up and through the bushes, back into the building.
If they did that, they would have come in wet. Do I remember, speaking of anyone, coming up wet?
I mean, there are certain things that definitely make people wet.
I was watching Jeff's expression. I was like, I can't stop this statement.
No, you do not recall anybody coming inside from the outside drenched.
Yeah. So, I don't remember anyone coming up like they were rained on. Which it's not impossible for them to have been wearing like a raincoat, but if it's not Gervais, they probably did not expect the linen closet to be occupied. So they probably wouldn't have had a raincoat. Anyway, and their shoes still would have been muddy.
Okay.
This is true.
We've done a lot of speculating, but we still
Mhm.
need more facts.
Yes.
So-
This is true.
Granny, go scare the shit out of that elf man.
If I get into a fist fight, I make no apologies.
Is anyone else good at investigating other than Cass? I'm not doing good at it.
Darius is just gonna stare you down for a minute.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
You just asked if anyone is good at investigating but Kaz.
Oh! Well, yes. Why don't you guys go together and search the rooms? That's what I'm saying.
That is not a bad idea.
I thought there needs to go do Clue on the
Oh,
probably
Jill just
oh true. If someone has that cantrip, I forgot about that.
elves get that. That's just something I think some elves can do. No, Presidentation's not, is it?
It doesn't. It really doesn't take a high
There-
spellcaster to get it anyway.
One, it doesn't take a particularly high level spellcaster. Two, yes, actually. I'm pretty sure high elves
And get wizard cantrips.
get wizard cantrips. So, yes.
Yes.
Alright.
So technically, someone could have just tried themselves off.
Okay.
It's your face,
True.
Mhm.
Kyle.
Granny?
Gervais is a high elf.
Yeah. Granny? Do you have your gun on you?
Always.
Do you two have something to attack people with, just in case? And she's pointing at the next two. At Rat and Kaz.
Yeah.
Do you have something to hurt someone? And she's pointing at Kaz.
I have an umbrella.
That's worse.
Perfect.
Asher, you're carrying more guns than whoever the god of guns
I
are.
do not know what you are talking about.
She's just gonna grab his jacket, reach into her pocket, and pull out a gun. Because she doesn't even know which. She just knows there's gonna be a gun in that pocket at this point.
Okay, you have me. There's it. It is a rather big shotgun.
It's like comically big. It should not be able to fit in that coat.
Mhm.
There's going to be a scene, probably not too far from now, where Ash is going to be asked to remove his weapons, and he's gonna go, "Okay, got
Oh,
it." He's gonna make
Ash
a small
is the
pile,
mercy of
and
this
the
campaign.
guy is gonna be like, "I said all of them." He goes, "Okay, all right," and pulls out more, and there's this growing
Fine.
pile. He's like, "All of them." One last tiny little gun.
And you see, we could do it to where it starts a room, we right go into some place, and it's like, please leave your weapons, and then we go in, do the thing, and as we're coming out, it's the last weapons going down. It's like, we're leaving, Asher, let's go.
That's actually that actually happens in Sinbad in the 70s.
I love that movie.
But Granny, who's going with? What is your actual name? Because I've been yelled at to call people by their names multiple times tonight.
I thought it was
You
Granny.
think Rod's their real name?
Wait,
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, kind of. I've
Is
met
that
some.
your real name? I didn't ask.
Maybe it is? We
I've
just
met
don't
a-
know?
I've met a lot of weirdly named people in this world.
a chosen name is just as valid a name as any other name.
Exactly.
So is your chosen
Anyway.
name Granny?
Even as
No,
a
I
young
think that
lady.
is just a title, but
I think her name,
What the hell?
when she was born, came out of the womb, and they were like, that's a granny. That baby? That's a
Looks
granny.
like an old woman.
you know, with some
Granny
children, you just kind of know.
Also, some
anyways.
children do look like old people when they come out.
Literally.
I'm actually
Um,
Benjamin Button. I'm not actually 68.
Actually,
I'm actually
16.
8.
Alright, who's going with the Granny?
Do you want me to go?
It doesn't matter which way. I'm gonna go check the footprint thingy. If you want to find footprints, go with me. If not, go talk with Rot.
I'm gonna take charge. I'm not gonna take charge. That's a lot of responsibility I don't want. I'm gonna go talk to Regan. For definitely for the case. For the case. That's
Yes.
what I'm.
Yeah.
Suspicious individual. I'm gonna handle it. Got it. Take him down.
While you're there, maybe ask why he brought a briefcase of money with him, and Deus will hold up the briefcase she's still carrying on her.
Why do you have that?
Because I don't want to leave it somewhere for someone to steal.
Should I give it? No, I shouldn't give it back yet.
Not until we know he didn't do it.
Is that occasion money?
I don't. She'll open it. She'll set it on the ground and open it. Anna, quit your suspicious typing. That was at you, Connor.
No,
Huh?
no,
That's
don't
fine.
make me roll.
You open up the case, and you see it is a briefcase full of money, both regular gold and gold notes. But it is.
Is it a Kijin?
Yeah.
It is Akisian money. Yeah.
Is it North Akisian though? Because that's what you were specific about.
Yes, they are both Akisian notes essentially. So there's North Akisian notes and then South Akisian coins.
Alright. After checking it, she will close it back up.
That needs to be covered as well. Why would he have this on him?
Yeah. Don't bring up the fact you've seen the briefcase full of money. Nervous one, look at me.
I thought I was the smart one.
You're also
like
nervous.
that.
You can be multiple.
You're a multifaceted
I'm
person.
not.
I can literally see you
Nervous.
shaking.
I'm a fully realized
No,
being.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm extremely calm in this horrible situation we're in.
Insight check.
You need to insight that.
No, but it's funny. Because I know God can't lie.
You're so true. So right.
That's a 15 on the die plus 6 for 21.
I get disadvantage, I believe, on deception, don't I? That would be a spicy 8.
How nervous is Rot?
Oh, like extremely, but trying really hard to hide it. Like,
He's
I'm
being
not-
so brave.
he's being so brave. It's kind of tummy ache, but he's being so brave.
I stand by what I said. Look at me. Don't mention we've found a briefcase full of money.
How am I supposed to bring it up?
Just ask him
Like,
why
oh.
Roy's blackmailing him. If he wants to know how you know that, one of you found that out at some point. I think it was Asher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is he in the back?
I won't.
Who's going where? I'm very confused.
Up to you. It's dealer's choice. I'm going outside to check footprints.
I'm going to find the elf. I'm happy doing that alone if you want to check something else out.
Actually, I have an idea. Cass is going around and checking things out. Granny, you are doing your thing. Darius is doing her thing. Rod, you are doing your thing. Realistically, Cass, if you need assistance, I've been around the house a few times. Just a few. I could easily join you. The other place I might be of best use. Rod, I could join you. Just to back you up.
If you wanted to, just I think I could probably handle it. But if you wanted to, you could. I'm not going to tell you no, but I'm not going to ask you to. If you wanted to, you could. But I don't need the help. I'm very competent.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Honestly, Regan is a very interesting individual. Well, I could join you.
That's fine. Okay. Cool. Great. Group field trip.
Let's go with Cass, I think.
God.
I
That
wanna
might
see
be a
those-
very good job. You did this before.
And I also, in case you were wondering, Darius, and she pulls the staff that's on her back, I have this. I can hit people with it.
You ever hit someone with it before?
Yes.
That's
So
not
your
the
own
answer I was
siblings while you were
expecting.
fighting.
Yes.
Have you ever hit someone with lethal intent with
No.
There it is.
it? Alright.
But
Have you
Or
ever
the
hit
answer I
anyone
was
with... Hold on. This is an important question. Who here has hit someone with lethal intent? Okay, that sounds about right.
I have
Either
guns.
way, I
There's
have
really
mag-
no
mag-
other way.
that can help make it hurt more, so don't worry about it. Usually.
That's fine. It's more just me. If you've never hit someone with lethal intent in this group, and it's looking bad, please yell while you're fighting, so that way you attract the rest of our attentions.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who have hit with lethal intent, I assume you know what you're doing.
I think.
Only sometimes.
I like to think so.
I never know what I'm doing.
So, Fizzy and Kaz, you're looking for the missing gun.
What? Yeah, the gun.
Gun and gloves.
Are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you. Looking for the gun.
Can I allowed to insight check that? Can I get a vibe?
I want to
check
insight
for
check
Kaz?
that.
You can certainly do that. Yeah, sure.
Just a quick.
Yeah, definitely with you.
Jolly, if you have anything to hide, roll deception.
I rolled a 15 on the die against the 21 again.
I rolled a
God damn it.
17 for a 23.
Hang on. Let me roll.
I didn't insight shit.
What?
You rolling
Sorry, was that a 1? Yep.
Yeah.
I did beat you then. Oh my God.
Are we
Well,
sure we
it's-
shouldn't give
it's
my trait flaw to
So
Jolly?
obvious by how she is side-eyeing the briefcase full of money. She wants to steal the briefcase full of money.
Darius is gonna tighten her grip and go, look for the gun.
I can't help it.
You are probably stronger than me, but I will shoot you.
You know,
with the
that's
program.
fair. I'm gonna go after the gun now, okay?
I believe in you.
You two go. After those two are gone, Darius is gonna linger for a second and look at Ash and go, Maya doesn't have anything in this house that she'd be, like, devastated if it disappeared, right?
Not that I am aware of. Mainly, there are a couple pieces of jewelry of her mother's.
Cool, I already told her not to steal from her room, so we're good.
Wait, appreciate that. Other than that, I don't think she really cares all that much.
Good, because I have a feeling some things are gonna go missing since I'm not letting her steal the briefcase full of money.
I am quite sure she is aware.
Okay.
Plus, don't worry, I plan on getting a bit of money from her before we leave anyway.
I don't want to know. Anyways. I'm gonna go check for footprints. Don't die. Darius will walk out with that.
Well.
Okay, so you guys all split up and begin to move off. So, Costella, you are going with Asher?
No, Fizzy.
Just Fizzy? Okay. You and Fizzy are going off to look around for the gun, check through people's stuff. Rot, you and Asher are going to check on Regan. And Darius, you're trying to check for prints. While Granny, you are going to look for Gervais, so you may have a conversation with him. Let's... Nose goes. Who wants to go first? Alright, you two don't care?
I'll fucking go first since I'm the only one solo that didn't nose goes. But the thing is, it doesn't
Fair
matter.
enough.
Darius has to take 10 minutes.
That's also fair.
I guess
Because I'm not using my last rushed incant on another clue spell.
That is totally fair. We'll move over to you guys, to you then, while everybody else move character tokens to where they wish. I'll tell you right now, the folks who are going upstairs, you can move yourselves upstairs if you'd like, but don't feel super pressured to do so. It's not a huge deal. The individuals who, let's see, Kaz... Yeah, Kaz and Fizzy, don't worry about moving your tokens upstairs. You can just bring yourselves to, like, the main lobby area. Granny, go over to the entertainment room. That's where Gervais is.
Okay, cool. It's like I have no idea.
Yep, that's fine. Asher.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing?
I was going
Regan.
with Regan.
That's it. Regan, you will find him in the dining room. So I can
Connor?
move you guys over there if you want, but it's over in this direction.
Is the dining room the room I'm outside of right now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes to both.
In that case, when you guys come in, you'll probably see Darius out the window with a book in her hand, reading it out loud as she goes. Trying desperately. She's holding like the edge of her, which you notice is not, you're noticing is not getting wet. Sash.
The worst place to read a book in a rainstorm.
Hey, I have something that's waterproof. It's fine.
That's good. And also, we can just say that you have like wax-coated papers, which, you know. So, Rot, you and Asher are outside of the dining room, where just outside the window you can see the white hair of Darius as they are beginning to do work out there. And Regan is currently in the dining room. You see him just kind of reading a book. He will have a candle with him. As he is a dragonborn, he cannot see in the dark, if I recall correctly. Pretty sure they can.
Mm-hmm.
About dragonborns, I don't know enough.
I'll double check, because I want to make sure I didn't just say the dumb thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very valid.
But he is down here just simply reading a book. What would you like to do?
Rod sort of like, when he comes into the room, Rod does that thing that like people do where they're like, hey! Sort of just leaning around the doorway like, I want to spook you.
Yes, hello there. Hello, yes. Nice to see you.
It's the same to you. It's a bit it's spooky around here now.
Yes, it is a bit spooky. Yes.
Yeah. I'm not a really good interrogator. Not that this is an interrogation.
No, not at all.
No. Can I just ask? Rat looks at Asher's like, can I just ask? Like, yes or no?
You can always just go ahead and ask, and Asher's just gonna take a seat literally right next to him, and Asher's gonna keep the shotgun right across his lap.
Rod's gonna kind of just like fiddle with their own fingers for a second. Go, you didn't kill Roy, did you? Did you kill Roy?
No. But I can't say I'm terribly sad to see him gone.
No, I get that. I only knew him for like a little while, and I understand. Get that. I'm not really sure. You said no, I believe you, but I can't. Necessarily. You gotta understand. There's a lot of suspicious things that are lining up with you around this, cause, like I said, I want to believe you. I like to think that in our short time talking, we became friendly at least. But, you know, the timing of you disappearing and going somewhere and then being upstairs, and I heard that Roy was he blackmailing you?
Roll me a persuasion check.
I gotta check something. Is
Sorry,
it
dude.
deception and persuasion that I have disadvantage on?
Let me double check.
Let me check. Okay, it says without the aid of things, but I've been doing disadvantage, so I'm just gonna have to say that I have no like
It is
perfume.
okay. In that case, we will say that it will be disadvantage. I will say your DC is reduced as you did be friendly with Regan, and you did bond with him. Yeah, he's your buddy.
That's my guy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Attributes. Damn it. That's persuasion. Okay.
5 total?
5 total.
And what was your exact question?
I don't remember. You just made me read 7 things.
It was
There's suspicious stuff. It was P's being suspicious. Oh, was Roy blackmailing you?
I'm sorry, but I'm. He seems reticent to say anything about it.
That's my bestie.
Sorry.
Raj is kind of gonna stare kind of hard for a second, and be like, I want to help you if I can, but I don't. I can't help you unless you help me. Does that make sense? That sounds really like suspicious when I say it like that. I'm not trying to get you to do anything like illegal.
It makes sense. There is simply nothing to be done now.
I mean, are you if he's got anything on you, the office is unlocked. Well, it's not unlocked, but I could. Asher, I'm not going to do anything bad, I promise. Do not tell Darius that I'm offering to tamper with things.
Can Darius hear the conversation out the window?
What's your passive?
My passive? I'm proficient in perception, so...
There is a storm going on outside, though.
16.
There's a storm.
You definitely hear like muffled bits of conversation, and then you do briefly hear your name get mentioned, which definitely perks your ears up. But you are in the middle of doing something.
You'll look up, still reading, and go back to it.
Regan. Regan. Rothair believes in you. I told you this before. There are plenty of ways that I can help you. Okay? The problem that we are facing now, we will give you a bit of information, mostly because my friend here believes in you. There is somebody around here, other than myself, that is walking around with a shotgun. We need to find this person before they have a moment to take anybody else out. So, if you are able to go ahead and clear yourself and the information that you can give, please.
I will allow you to make a persuasion check. Your DC is raised due to the previous failure.
Fucking dice. Sorry.
Persuasion? Nice. 21.
Nice.
It's nothing against you, Rod. It's just there's not much to be done about it now. The funds are gone, and yes, Roy has blackmail, essentially. It's nothing embarrassing. It's simply he owns the land that the library is on, and I don't think that he should have been able to own it, but there was apparently a gap in the legal terms in regards to what was classified as public property. So the library I run no longer was able to be purchased, and he owns the land, which means he is able to set the rates.
Well, one, I have good news for you. The ownership has changed. I know the new owner we can definitely help you out. So, when did the funds change hands? Was it this evening?
Yes. I handed over a briefcase of money for the owed funds, at least as much as possible, and I provided it to him.
Hold one moment. Don't go anywhere. Asher will open up the window. Daras?
Have I finished the spell at this point? Or
No.
And she'll just flip him off as she's working.
What? Moment. Check for fingerprints on the briefcase. The briefcase was handed over this evening.
She's still reading through the thing and looking at him dead in his eye and shaking her head.
Well, fuck it.
I'm mid-spell, asshole, and she'll go back to it.
Doing like chameleon eyes. One's going down, one's going up.
Well, we will get the information one way or another.
I need like 4 more minutes, you impatient person.
That is me. That is one of my many charms. Goodbye. And Ash will shut the window. Good news for you. Again, we might even be able to get you back a bit of the money. Right. I cannot remember off the top of my head where did they say that she found a briefcase.
Well, if I had to guess, I would assume probably in Roy's office, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Roy's office was right in there with the corpse.
It was in Roy's office.
Ash, at the point of order, Rot, you were in the room when I found it.
It's true.
Yeah. And in Rod's mind, Rod is also just remembering like 5 minutes ago, and Darius was like, "Don't tell that we found it. Don't tell." And Rod's like, "Yeah, for sure. I know
Ash
exactly
has
where
never
it was."
listened to Deus a day in his life. Continue.
No. This is nothing new. Alright. So we may be able to get you some of this back. But at the very least, pardon my saying, you would be a bit of an idiot if you had killed him and left him money. You don't come across as an idiot.
I'm not. It would have been a good way to make myself not look guilty, mind you.
It would have.
But
Hypothetically.
But I can't. I don't have the funds to purchase a shotgun. I simply don't have the money. I have a revolver, a small one. It's worn down, but it works, and it's good for scaring off particularly aggressive drunks that decide to wander into the library.
Percussion cap.
Yes, it's percussion.
Asher will pull out the firearm and give it back to him. There you go. We found it as part of our investigation.
Why do you think that he does this? This is just something he does.
I suppose that makes sense. Thank you.
And he'll take his gun back.
You are quite welcome.
I don't know much else past this point in regards to information. The gun, it's odd, but I don't have a shotgun. I can't afford one.
No, this is completely the wrong caliber of firearm. Actually, I have a question for you. You do seem like a bit of a observant individual, no?
I would not. No, I'm not observant. I'm learned. I'm good at reading and retaining information, but I am not observant in any way.
That is terrible. I had a hope. Let's have hope. So, let us see. Rod, is there anything else you can think of in the moment?
Relating to the murder?
True.
know. However, can I?
Mm-hmm.
Rot looks at the window and sees Darius.
You'd be
looks back
finishing
at
up.
Asher.
Darius, you're finishing up your spell by now.
Rot looks back at Asher. Like, could I slightly swear, not to secrecy, like that sounds really intense, but could you just like not? Don't mention the. And Rot pulls out the book. I mean that everyone has seen Rot with and taking. Yeah, I know. Stop motioning. I get it. You were there. I was too. Rot's just anxious. But Rod's gonna pull out the book and kind of turn to Regan and like put it on the table and slide it towards him and go, I stole this from Roy's office after he died. That's probably insensitive, but I wanted it. And there's nothing in it, and I worked really hard to get it, and it's kind of stressing me out that there's nothing in it. And I haven't figured it out, and I was wondering if maybe, big brain, meet big brain.
Let me roll something as Regan.
Depending on what happens, Asher might be able to take a look too.
Yeah, it's true.
Pretty great.
You guys both technically could.
If Regan doesn't come up with anything, Asher will.
Regan is going to be rolling in the context of history, as that is what he would know best as a librarian.
Okay.
It kind of like picks up this. It's a hefty book. It's like a good 1.5 to 2 inches thick. It's a grimoire. Judging by the aging on the cover, and he'll kind of like press one of his talons into it to see if it leaves an indent. It's magical, so what wears present is likely from a very, very long time. If I was to guess, it's most likely something possibly pre-schism. It's ancient. It's remarkably well kept.
Rot would know exactly how old it was.
Blank. Yes, you know it is something close to. Let me double check. I believe it's something like 3,000 years old, which would put it about 1,000 years before the schism.
Fantastic. Do you mind if I take a look at this?
Yes. Here you are.
Fantastic. Asher will climb up on the table, sit down cross-legged, put the book in front of him, and he will take out a couple things. He will take out he pulls out this duck, and it's this little clockwork duck that he has for other random spell work. It looks like one of those, like, squeaky toy ducks.
Oh my god, you have a coding ducky.
That was literally what I was typing out in the chat. Is like, it's the coder's duck. Motherfucker.
He's got a duck. He's going to go, he's going to put a shotgun down, and he is going to take out a small notebook, and you will see him take a couple moment, mutter a couple words. If you speak Infernal, you might be able to understand him. Otherwise, it's just gonna sound like gibberish. It's very angry and guttural.
I do appreciate the reference to the coder's duck, by the way.
Yep.
It's very funny.
I told you about that, and you took it and ran with it.
Oh yeah,
Smart.
absolutely. Asher's gonna start. You're gonna see him slowly taking 10 minutes. Just slowly tracing it. There's a little bit of fire coming from, again, the hand. Asher's going to cast Identify on this.
Yep. So, allow me to make this clear to all you guys. We are going by different rules than normal for identification, as I've decided, and I think I had the agreement between the other individuals here who can use Identify, that the normal Identify rules are kind of boring. So, anyone can identify something. It's all based off of your investigation skill. But by using the spell Identify, you give yourself a +10 bonus to said roll. and it is a scaling DC. So the better a roll you get, the more info you have revealed to you.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a good reason to use Identify, and there's a good reason to be skilled in Identification. Jace, you may roll.
That is an 18 on the die.
It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. It's plus investigation skill?
Plus investigation.
23 plus 10 for 33.
33. So, with your identification spell going off, all of the little bits and details begin to reveal themselves to you magically. Small lines of magic put into this and woven into this book that reveal itself to you. Jace, or I should say Asher. This is the grimoire of Denance Embray. Denance Embray was an ancient drow wizard. He was reported to have existed well before the schism. That changed reality itself. They were, according to legend, an extremely skilled and knowledgeable individual by most means, but when put into context of wizardry, they are a prodigy. They were unbelievably talented, unbelievably skilled. Denance was the creator of many spells and rituals, but he took very, very few students. Those that did speak of Master Denance's ease in spellcasting, and the concepts that were discussed and were revealed in their seminars, essentially, that a lot of their magic started kind of pushing closer and closer towards figuring out what the limit was and pushing past it if possible. Denance was such a recluse that really where they are, what happened, it's unknown, but their last confirmed sighting was 95 BS. So literally 95 years before the schism, that's the last time someone knows they saw him. And then that's it. He's gone. Later, they found his workshops, or one of them. It was empty. A majority of the stuff was gone. His body was never found. But this, the Grimoire of Denance and Bray, was still there. It is a large, many-paged book made of thick leather, sickly pale purple color, with an iron platinum alloy banding on it, with a lock on the side of it. The lock has been opened, and you can see that it is completely empty. But this is a trick used by Denance and other wizards to selectively reveal information to individuals. Mostly because this book reveals information that is pertinent to the reader. When exposed to the blood of an individual, it will reveal information with more blood that is provided to it, spelling out information, spells, possible rituals, ways of getting past things, ways of using things. Individuals who are pact-based, they will find ways of manipulating their pact. They will learn things about their magic. Wizards are shown glimpses into the unknown. Clerics are shown conversations with the divine themselves. Druids get to see things that have been hidden in nature that are written in this book. It is unknown what happens when an individual who is not magically gifted tries to use this stuff. And
With
that
the
is
time...
the Grimoire. That is the Grimoire of Denance and Bray. I will post most of this, and I will allow you guys to look at it.
Was Denance's name ever linked with the guy that Asher's looking for information on?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Because the fellow that you're talking about was very public. He's mentioned in books. He's mentioned in history.
Okay.
They know he existed. They know he had students. Denance was a recluse.
So they probably wouldn't have ever...
Almost certainly not.
Okay. So Asher would probably understand that this would have no use to him at all.
Well, it would not have much use for you except for the fact that it reveals information that is pertinent to the individual who supplies blood. And artificers are magical.
Artificers are
So-
magical.
Yes, actually, it
So
would reveal
could-
information to you.
You don't have to attune to it or anything like that. It just
No,
gives information.
It gives information if you supply it blood. Out of character, you guys have to hurt yourselves to use this thing. The more you give it, the more it gives you.
Feed me, Seymour. Feed
me
now.
Now.
Asher is
Exactly.
going to... So, when this is all done, Asher's going to collect his things. Asher's going to turn his back to the window, so Darius, even if Darius is looking in, cannot see what is going on. And Asher will go, Roth, this is a secret I will keep for you. This is a secret you will keep for me. Watch. Asher will open the book, and Asher will pull out a knife, and Asher will cut his hand open. And fuck it, I'll dump 5 hit points worth of blood into this thing for some information.
The process of creating a golem with moderate to higher levels of sentience and or sapience is a difficult process that will almost always require the use of a soul or higher level magics. There are very few ways to bypass this limit or proceed past the expectations that are necessary for this, but through amalgamation of collections of souls and other such creations, you can reduce the cost or danger necessary for creating them. And then it continues on further past that point, describing roughly what would be done or the theories behind it. But you can see that it's general enough that you still have a lot of work behind. There's still a lot of work behind this idea.
Okay. All right.
Oh. So it's
You give, it gives back. This belonged to Denas and Bray. Do you know this name?
Of course I do. I feel like, yeah,
This
absolutely.
is this is his grimoire. You give blood, it gives you information.
Do you, how much? What is there a limit? Can I give too much? Not enough?
From someone who pressed the limits of magic, I don't know if there is a limit to this.
Okay, all right. That's it's good to know. What's that? Rod's gonna take off a glove.
Asher's gonna hand over a knife.
You see that Rod's hand is like blackened. It's like odd. Rod just takes the knife. Rod's hands are shaking. Like a lot.
Asher will grab Rot's wrist. It is okay, my friend.
This is a lot, but whew.
The pursuit of great knowledge sometimes takes sacrifice.
It's worth it. And Rod will cut the palm.
Okay. Tell me how many hit points you're expending.
I think I'm also gonna stick with the safe amount. Wait, you 7? I'll do 7. Fuck it. I'll take audience
Okay.
suggestions. Jessica holding up. Pick number 3, my lord.
Number 3, number 3.
Problem is, I know how much hit points Jill has, which makes that more fun for me.
It's true. So I'll do 7.
All right. Let me change the song real quick.
I don't like that you're changing the song.
Well, I honestly I don't even know what the song sounds like, but it's just fitting enough. There we go.
Break out a character. I want to check something. Jace, have you drank all the energy drinks from that yet?
No, I still have 3 more left.
Damn, I was a day off. Continue.
Rot. You supply blood to this, and the information that was there before from Asher rises, turns to ash, disappears.
No, it was Asha's.
Turns to Asher, actually. Sorry.
And as it falls away and as it rises up and goes off, it begins to turn into new words. Pact magic is a dangerous but potentially rewarding realm to delve into. If one is to do this, they must be very careful about how they word their pact with their patron, and must realize that whatever they choose and whatever they are trying to obtain, it is likely to be bastardized or manipulated by whomever holds the pact. It is wiser for the pact holder or warlock to very carefully choose their words and very carefully plan ahead what they're going to do, and then eventually attempt to find themselves out of the pact. This is why loopholes are typically recommended to be left behind in the contracts for you to take hold of and manipulate. Find what power that can be taken and then escape as fast as possible. The divine are typically more forgiving than the fiendish, but when they are wronged, the divine will punish you wholeheartedly and without batting an eye. Fiends, on the other hand, can be fought, dealt with. You can put them away, take control of them. But at the very least, they are also less likely to give you what you wish for. And then it goes on from there, describing contracting and how one would leave little loopholes in the art of pact magic.
Puts their glove back on without, like, fuck it, no band-aid. I'm a big boy. I don't need band-aid. I'm very brave. You do see them wince, though, when they put the glove back on, because that shit hurted.
Oh.
But no, Rod has gone kind of, like, silent, and it's just kind of, like, closes the book, and it's just hugs it a little, then looks at Regan and is like, "You're not going to tell anyone about this, right?"
No, I don't think I would, but it is very interesting to be able to see something of this sort.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It is quite good. Maybe something that a librarian could keep their eye out for in the future. Should any good books cross their way.
I don't think I would ever be able to find something of this sort. I find first edition books. I don't find magical grimoires. But if I find anything of the sort, I would be sure to let you know.
That is good to know.
Appreciate it. Okay, well, I think you're cleared. I don't think you did it, and I think you're innocent. I have since the beginning. I think we're very good friends. I will see you later. And Rod just turns and walks out of the room with the book, like, fucking clutched.
I do believe that clears things up here, Regan. If you don't mind, I'm going to go check on my friend.
Rot, as you rush out of the room, you hear a familiar voice from your weapon go,
"So did you find what you were looking for?"
I'm not sure. Yes? No? I think I need... This is a weird thing to say. I think I need to give more. I don't think I've given it enough of what the book wants. But we're getting there. We're working on it.
Well, I will have your back no matter where you decide to go. Best of luck, Rod.
Appreciate it. My nerves
And I will point out, you know that Cause is an audible voice. He comes from the weapon. He is audible. So, Asher,
Yeah.
roll a perception check.
That's a natural one.
You don't hear anything. You head out of the dining room, and you find Rot. That's all there is to it.
So, my friend, I know you're interested in this thing. There are a few things that I'm looking for myself. Would you mind sharing this book back and forth?
That's like a really, really weird, violent book club. We just pass it back and forth and you bleed on it. Is that sanitary? I don't care.
I
But-
don't think it matters.
Yeah, as long as we're not... I don't want to touch anyone else's blood. I've touched enough other people's blood for a day. But yeah. If you ever want to bleed on my book, just ask.
That is
The more
an
I'm
interesting way to put it.
Yeah, it's getting weirder the longer I go. But I've learned a lot of information in the past few minutes, and it's sort of just all rattling around in there.
It is a bit scary to find out a whole lot of information at once.
Oh no, I don't think it's scary. I think it's. I need to hold myself back. I want to know more, but I understand that there's like. I only got so much blood.
Mhm.
You know?
So, you are one of
Overdo it.
those. Excited by the pursuit of knowledge.
Yeah, in a way.
What
In a
is
lot
it
of
you are
ways,
looking
actually.
for, my friend?
Well, just general knowledge. I just like to know things, and I wanna collect knowledge and learn things and know things and learn about magic.
Mm-hmm. Real quick question for Connor, for clarification.
Yes.
Could Asher see the words that were... Put on the book.
visible? Yes. You guys were both able to see your own words. But the moment that someone else's blood was spilled on it, it went away.
Okay. So when Rot did it, all of a sudden it went blank for Asher?
The words when Rot did it, the words that were there for you, Asher, they started like burning off the page and then they disappeared.
What
And then they were
Jace
replaced
is
with Rot's
asking if
words.
they could read the words that popped up for Rot. Was
Yep.
it like only for Rot, or was it
Nope. No, everybody could see it.
That's
Regan
what
saw
Jace
it.
was asking.
So, you are one of those who have made a deal.
Way,
Mm-hmm.
perhaps. It's not my. Rot will out loud say, "No offense, not my first choice, but it happened."
I have heard stories of this sort of thing. I'm not looking for the same type of information, but if there's anything that I can find, I will make sure to send it your way.
I'll keep an eye out for what was it, golems. Any information pertaining
yeah.
to?
Columns, artificial, and Asher will move the hand a little bit. Artificial bodies. The idea that instead of living in the bodies that we have, maybe in the future we can instead live in one that we construct. Not like those cheap, flimsy mulligans that you see around. Something a bit more.
Aim to pick your entire body. That's a concept. I can get behind that. Yeah.
Remind me when this is all done. I may be able to show something to you that might be a bit interesting.
I'll take it. You mind if I have a notebook? It's not with me. It's my other pants. That sounds like a fake excuse. I do have other pants. My book is in there. I take notes, lots of notes. Do you mind if I
Not at all.
take? Good to know.
Not at all. Also, I have other pants, and Asher will reach into the coat, which is, by the way, the whole time it's like a normal like pocket. Asher just starts pulling out a pair of pants. I literally have an entire outfit in here.
That's certainly not possible. What you just done?
It's well, it is a trick of the trade.
I have a feeling that we are not going to be able to be adventuring buddies anytime soon because this is getting way off track. We're investigating murder, but I have to. How do you get that? How much can you fit in those pants? Well, not pants, jacket.
You can fit it. Asher then will just pull out an entire helmet. I mean, you can fit really mostly whatever it is that you want.
Could a person? No.
Well. So here's the interesting thing. My brother, little brother, at the time he was about 6 inches taller than me. He's not in there now, but we played a very cruel trick on my mother. We were able to fit him in one and then drop him from a height of about 30 feet onto the dinner table. She was quite mad.
I can only imagine.
It was quite funny though. He did almost suffocate, so I do not recommend putting anybody in there. He was about 30 seconds from running out of air. But it is entirely possible.
Jess.
No.
I want to point out, because I double checked, Darius can see the two of you from her window. Whatever, she can't tell what you're saying. She can see this conversation happening, and she feels it aging her.
Jess, you finished up your clue spell a little while ago, and you're checking for prints out front near the trapdoor, correct?
To be specific, 20 minutes before the murder, and then up until about, I'm gonna say 20 minutes before she got here.
Okay. You will not find the presence of any fingerprints around or on the trapdoor. Not even on the inside. No footprints either, as you did also kind of like, you made sure to rule out the spots where they were also around the trapdoor. So yeah, there's nothing there.
Hey, Connor, quick question.
Yes.
To my knowledge, is there a way to erase footprints and stuff?
No. Which means almost certainly they were not out here.
They didn't use this entrance. They didn't use the closet. That means they could only use the basement. Darius is going to kind of look around one last check. She's going to look at the briefcase since it's within the parameters. She will have seen her fingerprints. Yep. She will likely see Regan's and Roy's. Does she see anyone else's?
No.
Okay.
So the briefcase was not anything of their interest at all.
Hey, Connor, are the windows locked?
Are the windows locked? Yes.
She's just gonna knock on the window to get Regan's attention.
Asher didn't lock the window that he
opened. You didn't lock the window back?
No.
Oh, the Darius will
it's open.
Darius will just open the window and climb through, because there's nothing stopping her, and go, have they cleared? Hold on. Hey, Tweedledee. Is it this one? This one?
He is good.
Okay. She's still holding his briefcase.
Is that
and she's just gonna set it in front of him. I assume he was blackmailing you. I assume they know.
Technically not. It's technically not a blackmail, but
I'll ask them later. Don't. And she's just gonna kind of pat on his head, leave down one of the sweet candies, and walk over to Asher and I would put myself through the window, but I don't know if it'll let me.
It won't. It almost certainly won't. Actually, it might have.
Oh, you pushed me through, so.
I did.
And she'll make her way over. I've got good news and bad news. Good news. Only 3 people touched that suitcase. Me, Regan, and Roy.
Alright, that is good.
Bad news. They did not enter through there, so they could have only entered through the basement.
So unless the door was left open, it had to be 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was only through the basement.
We should probably then find Fiona.
What'd you do with her?
What did I do with her?
Look, you scared the shit out of her. I just assume it was you.
I may have made her believe that the ghosts were trying to kill her.
I'm gonna go real quick for something. Asher, what's your armor score?
Actually, hold on. Let me unequip the armor because I'm not wearing it right now. It's a 13.
That I hit 13 exact. So I think that means I hit, and you're just gonna feel a quick slap to the back of your head. Don't do that in the middle of a murder investigation.
I will try not to in the future. She's a bit of an idiot.
Most people are idiots. You can't take that accountable.
True. But it was funny.
You age me every time I talk to you.
Luckily, you have many years to live. You should be fine.
With the past 6 months, not anymore. Nervous one, quit looking like that. You're looking back and forth between the two of us, and it makes me think you're watching a fight.
See Rod's eyes through the porcelain mask.
I know. I imagine their head is fully moving.
What's going on?
Do you want to
This
go
isn't
to...
normal.
It's kind of weird.
What did you just... No, repeat what you just said. I missed it, Asha.
This is normal.
Yes.
Completely normal.
That sounds stressful. Really, it's really actually with Granny and Fizzy, it's really quite calm.
You have to understand something super important. How many guns is he carrying right now?
Now that I know about that jacket, I can't answer that, because that's a mystery known to time only.
I want you to take that knowledge in your brain and realize why I'm stressed all the time around him.
Because you don't understand how the jacket works and you desperately want to?
No, I know how the jacket works. It's pretty much a bag of
You know how the...
Where?
Okay. Then no, I completely, it's going over my head. I'm not quite sure why you're stressed, but I understand everyone's brains work quite differently.
It's also the explosives that I have in my pocket.
The what?
Explosives.
And
I can hear Becca's laugh picking out on his mic, which makes it so much better.
This microphone is too sensitive.
And you're like bombs in your pocket.
Ios is going to open the coat and put her hand in and pull out a handful of gunpowder.
Rod's gonna take a step back.
These I just have for fun.
This is a walking
incredibly
fire hazard.
Unsafe.
That I have to watch because I promised his mother that I wouldn't let him die on my watch. He makes that a challenge every day.
I have only lost a single arm to all of this.
That was before me.
Where?
Okay, well, I think that maybe we should leave the room that has the magic fire. With the jacket and the magic fire, I think we should get away from it. Maybe a little further away.
Ios is just gonna grab Ash's arm. She does not trust him not to go over to fuck with it.
I shall leave this alone for the moment.
We
need to check the basement anyway.
We need the basement or we need a Fiona. Somewhere between those two.
We should see if we can find both. We have a lot to do. And it looks like... honestly, it looks like the storm is beginning to lessen up. We are running out of time.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. I don't want the sun to come out. Let's do the basement first.
Wait.
Come on, nervous one.
I have a
We go.
name.
I know your name. It's Rot.
His name is Rot. You can call him by his name.
Asher, how long did it take me to call you by your name?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to those things.
As they're going around the corner, and Rat looks at the doorway, Rat's gonna wave at Granny. Hi, Granny. Bye.
She waves back. Provided she's not in the middle of a fist fight. I don't really know.
No, I want it to be in the middle of a fist fight. Just like,
She still waves back. No matter
Bloody
what.
knuckled.
So, while you guys were having your conversation with Regan, I think we're gonna skip the break this time. By the way, guys, because honestly, we have a time limit, so
Yeah.
we're gonna skip the break today.
We've got like an hour and a half, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Granny's always polite.
While you guys are having a conversation with Regan, Granny, you were going to have a conversation with Gervais.
Yeah.
You make your way into the
There he is.
entertainment room.
Jesus.
And you find Gervais is sitting on one of the armchairs, and he appears to be simply kind of like resting, almost like he has kind of lounged out slightly and is resting his head, resting his eyes, as most dads would say.
Can I?
I'm not sleeping. I'm just resting my eyes.
Resting my eyes, resting my eyes.
I do want to say, before I enter the room, I stop by the kitchen and get like 2 glasses of water, and I bring them in with me, and I kind of, and Granny goes in and like kind of sits on this armchair and sits like both the glasses down, one in front of Gervais.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, you were his bodyguard, weren't you? So you must be feeling pretty bad about this.
No. But I do not feel bad for him.
Think he had it coming?
I think everybody has it coming.
Including yourself?
Yes.
Wow, it's very big of you.
There is no such thing as good or evil. Human beings, mortals, we all regularly wrong one another, whether we like it or not, whether we know we did it or not. We all deserve it, if you look hard enough.
She kind of like gives him an odd look. She's
My broken lamp just fell.
Oh no. I'm trying to think of how she'd respond to that. She's like, she just goes, well, in that case, on that matter, we'll just have to agree to disagree. I think everyone has the ability to do some good and end up in a good place.
They can. My opinion and your opinion are not mutually exclusive.
That's true. I won't deny that. So, Gervais. I happen to know you have a pretty good reason to want him dead specifically.
Go on.
See, when we're looking at motives here about who killed Roy, you got into some trouble with your military. But now you're here.
That I did.
Wasn't he blackmailing you to be a bodyguard?
Roll persuasion.
Okay, I really haven't been rolling well as Granny, so. You're supposed to be good at this. I put points into persuasion. Seven on the die, plus 4. 11.
I certainly was working with him and was regularly invited to his parties.
And, well, you said it yourself. You don't really like being here, so you were still coming. Even because you were told.
I continued arriving to the parties I was invited at. Yes, correct.
Were there some you weren't invited to?
I could not tell you. I did not make a rule to pay attention to other parties that I was not invited to.
Can I get like I don't know, a general insight on him?
Sure.
I'm trying to like really kind of needle in on like how he feels, like if there's enough like anger here to like plot out a murder or something. I don't know. 8 on the die. I also have a 4 insight, so 12.
It's hard to tell. Maybe. He certainly does not like Roy. And there is certainly a certain distaste for him. But murder is one hell of a line to cross.
But he did it before. Well,
he did it in the military.
Did it in anger too. So
no.
Well,
the other, he didn't kill the other person. He just beat the shit out of him.
That's Ranji said he beat the man to death.
Let me double check my notes to make sure I didn't mess that up.
That's what I wrote down.
Oh yeah, no. Unconsciousness, and then later he died. You're right. I misremembered.
Okay. Well, that's still like murder, but it wasn't like it was died of injuries later. It's just I'm trying to okay, I guess she'll just be like, do you have any interest in finding out who done it?
No.
No?
No. None at all.
Even though the police will get here in the morning and find a murder, what do you think they're gonna do?
I believe they will start to investigate. And they will find something. I do not know what they will find, but they will find something.
They could very well find the wrong person.
That is hard to deny. It is possible that the wrong person will take the fall for this, but if that is the case, then I'm sure that in time it will be corrected.
But you could help correct it at the start.
There's not much I can correct.
Well, there is at least one thing I can ask you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's if you know who Roy was working with as his bodyguard, at least at some parties, you would probably, an astute military man like you'd probably notice some things. Talk about a little bit.
Roll persuasion.
Should I even use this die anymore?
I don't know. Should you?
Should I? Oh. 19 on the die. 23. You've redeemed yourself for now.
I could not tell you exactly who he was working with. He had a multitude of individuals who did small contract work for him, cleaning up houses, fixing damages, stuff like this. In regards to what I believe you are getting at, which is less than legal, I could not tell you. I do know that he spoke with Amador quite a bit. Granted, he is a judge. It is entirely possible it was picking his brain for legal information, but regularly he was invited to parties with Roy, or by Roy. Aside from that, I do not know who else he was working with.
And why'd you beat him up?
Because he deserved it.
What was he saying? It's the gossip.
He was running his mouth about the military. He knows nothing about it, he knows nothing about how it works, and yet he still decides to have an opinion. If he was smarter, he would have kept his mouth shut.
I suppose it's fair enough. Yeah. Was there anything I'm missing that I'm supposed to be asking him? Why'd you put us in the linen closet specifically?
It is a closet.
Yeah,
It's
but
the
like
best way to lock someone up. You put them in the closet. They cannot open the door from the inside. There are not typically locks in the closet.
Did you know there's another exit?
No?
Insight. Trying to catch him off guard a little bit. Oh, 15 on the die. So 19 total.
No? You did not know?
All right. That seals it. Granny kind of sees his response, is like all suspicion kind of leaves her face, and she's like, all right.
Teeny.
Help me solve a mystery. One final question. Do you have any idea where someone might hide a gun? Like a shotgun? In this house?
A shotgun?
Yeah.
On a person. If you wanted to hide a shotgun or some other weapon, you would not hide it inside of a house. That is how you get it caught. There's no way to really hide a shotgun without making it visible. You hide it on your person so that nobody thinks twice. You make it look like something else, like a umbrella or a cane.
Granny's just like, motherfucker. Oh, pardon. My language. Okay. I think I need to go find my friends. you have a nice evening, I guess.
I will continue to enjoy my night. It's gone well so far.
I mean, I can't complain.
Nor can I.
So she, yeah, at that point, I guess she gets up and leaves, and notably, she leaves her glass behind because, I don't know, she's just sloppy enough.
Gotcha. So, as Granny goes off to find her friends, Fizzy and Kaz, you two are looking around the house for hidden things, correct?
Yes.
Where would you guys hide it? Look for stuff.
I was
Sorry.
gonna check that one storage room that you moved us, Connor.
My bad.
I'm just helping, so she can roll at advantage.
Let me get you back over there.
This is the only room I haven't checked yet. Or there's the kitchen, but this one has
It's
a
a
garden.
kitchen.
Yeah, but this one's a storage room that's connected to the basement, I think.
Yes, it
Okay.
is. It is.
Okay.
There's a trapdoor right there.
Okay, so
You guys enter inside of the larder. Inside, you find that it appears to be a somewhat messy room. A few crates in the corner. A set of crates near the actual table here, where there's a bunch of utensils that have been spilled out upon it. A few bags containing grain, dried corn, flour, other materials like that. Some fruits, vegetables that are also held in similar burlap sacks, as well as a few cabinets and other sets of drawers containing who knows what.
Okay. So the one outside, is that the garden?
Yep, if you head outside here, it leads to a garden.
Okay. Lizzie, why won't you check outside, since I don't know if there's any weapons hiding
I
in the
thought I would
plants.
help you in here so it'd be easier for you to find something.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess I could put
Yeah,
out the roll.
I want you to roll at
Investigation.
advantage.
Investigation or perception?
It's up to you. Perception is for looking for stuff. Investigation is hidden things or minute details.
I think investigation, but if it's easier, it's advantage. So hang on.
Yes.
Okay.
Shut. That's cut. I rolled a natural 20.
Hey, there you go. Finally, good rolls.
Oh god.
Peering through this room, the most notable thing is that those footsteps look like something heavy was carried from here down to the basement itself. You will note that in this room itself, there isn't anything significant present here, but there are a set of steps just barely visible where it looks like someone may have tracked some of the dust on the floor of the basement and walked out here. Actually, I should correct myself. You would see, because this would be inside. Yeah, my mistake. Ignore that. You would see that there is a small piece of fabric that is caught on the trapdoor from someone who may have been going in or out of it. I should correct myself. Yep, this trapdoor, and it's not even a big scrap of fabric. It's like a small piece, maybe like just the hem of something, or maybe a couple of threads.
What color is it?
It would be. Let me double check the colors. Here's the page. Where'd it go? Pardon me for a moment. There you go, slut.
It would be a grayish colored fabric. Looks like silk.
Grayish color fabric. Okay. Okay, note to that. And I'm sure there's nothing hidden within like the bags itself, like, you know, those bags of veggies of some sort or anything.
There is nothing that's been hidden inside of the bags of vegetables, no.
Okay.
But it does look like something that there is something that has been dropped inside of here, and it appears to be a pick, like a lock pick.
A lockpick? That's not mine.
It's definitely not.
And it was dropped nearby where the.
It was dropped inside of one of the bags of fruit.
What did you find? What did you
A
find?
lockpick.
Oh. Well. I don't know who knows how to use that. I don't.
Ain't mine. Not that I recall unlocking anything in the basement.
Anything else?
The fabric?
Can I see the fabric?
Yeah.
I'll like look at it. Does this look like anything anyone's wearing?
Boy, what the fuck do you roll for that?
I don't know. Is that like a memory thing?
And it-
or
Yeah,
like
how are you history?
Intelligence?
Like intelligence for
God,
memory.
okay. Cool.
Oh!
Sorry,
I'm so
the two
smart.
dumbest people.
Okay, not using that one because I just dropped it. Okay, let's use this. Nope. I rolled a 4 on the dice for a 3.
No, bud.
Could I roll for intelligence if I recall anybody?
Sure.
Hang on. This is so bad. 15 minus what? 14?
Your intelligence is also -1?
Yeah, wait, hang on. Let me double check my
I think that's your wisdom that's minus. not
Yes, your
intelligence.
wisdom is -1.
Oh,
definitely.
no, yeah, no, that's just 15. That's just 15.
Okay, just a flat
Oh.
15 then.
Yeah.
We can hear
I
you
love the
scroll.
furious scrolling.
Is that what
It's
that
so
was?
good.
Is that what
Yeah, that's
what that noise
Thomas
was.
scrolling.
my mouse. So there are a few people. There are a few people here that are wearing gray.
I know Granny
For
is.
one, Granny has some gray on her.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
she's
yeah,
wearing
her
the waiter outfit. I don't know if there's
Yeah.
gray on that.
Yeah,
There
but
is.
yeah. So
There
she
is
wouldn't
kinda
be.
some grayish black.
So she wouldn't be
um,
wearing that. So
Ira technically has a little bit of gray on her because she's also wearing like staff clothing. Lon's wearing black clothes because he is the head of staff. Regan and Warner, they both have some kind of grayish colored slacks. Amador has a nice set of like gray suit pants. White Crown doesn't have gray on him. No, I apologize. Whoa, what's wrong? Did you
I
get
read
worried?
Jill say, "That's what I thought."
that's
Watch it. That's my boy.
Also, excuse me, his name is White Claw.
White Claw. Yeah, that'd be about the only people I can think of that had gray clothing on their person.
Okay.
So, from the looks of this fabric, it seems they were in a rush. I think.
Think it's the same person that did both?
Lockpick and the cloth?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They seem
Okay.
like they were trying to hide the lockpick in one of the veggie bags.
Okay.
I don't know where to go from here other than with these two evidence so far.
Did we thoroughly search all of those people's rooms?
The only person's room you guys didn't get to go into was Shay's.
Okay.
Yeah, because she was
That's
in
because
there.
Shay was in there.
We could see if they have anything wrong with their pants.
What? Who?
The people that are possibly... I mean, they could have mended it, but...
That's also true.
Amador bravely stands up and rips off his tearaway pants.
Wait. Doesn't Darius have a spell that can tell us who walked around places? I saw her do it. I saw her do a spell that does this where place. Maybe she can see.
What? You mean her clues spell?
Yeah, I saw her do it in front of me.
Well, I don't know if she's unable to identify the one with the lockpick since they might be wearing gloves. But God, the shoe prints is the one that's like I'm iffy about. There's a lot of footprints in this room.
There are. A majority of them you will see are definitely coming in and out of the room itself. Like from the garden.
Okay. The thing is, I don't know if we need to extensively check the garden or not.
We can.
Oh, I guess.
Maybe they hid the gun in the garden.
I don't know if they hid the gun in the garden, but we'll see.
No, they're going full telltale lilac bush. You're gonna go to the bush outside, and you're gonna pull up the roots, and you notice a hand is growing through it.
Oh God.
Actually, this is an important question. Telltale lilac. People know that story? Is that completely Appalachia?
That's just us, bud.
Don't
yeah.
know, dude. Sorry.
That's just us. I could have told you that because it was written by somebody here, and it's only in schools here.
It's West Virginia's folklore. Never mind. Continue. Read the Telltale Lilac Bush book. It's good.
Okay.
We're
We're gonna check the garden, and then if nothing is in the garden, we'll check the trapdoor. Because I don't know if we extensively checked it. I don't have any memory from 2 sessions ago, so I wouldn't know.
So, I'm pretty sure you guys did check downstairs in the basement.
Okay.
So there's not very much else there on the trapdoor, really?
KK, I'm just gonna... Is it normal roll or advantage?
Depends on what you guys... Like, are you guys going to be doing perception or investigation?
Maybe perception for me?
if you want, I can do perception for that, because I've got good perception. And I can see really well out here.
Okay, yeah. I'll give it to Fizzy.
Okay. Oh God, thank God for an advantage, because I just rolled a nat 1. Okay.
This group and not ones. Specifically the characters, not the players.
I would like to apologize to all of you. I feel like this is my fault.
Fine. I rolled a 17 plus 6, so 23.
So inside the garden itself, you won't find anything especially noteworthy that is present. You will note that there are mushrooms here.
There are mushrooms? She's gonna get down on her, like, hands and knees. Are they growing out of the ground?
Yep.
Can I talk to them?
You have an ability, remember?
Yes, I would like to talk to them.
Yeah.
She's gonna get down on her, basically on her, like, stomach, and she's gonna go, "Hi, guys!"
Yes. Hello.
Oh, goody.
What can we do to help you?
Hi. So, something really bad happened here. Not here, inside the house.
Yes, we can feel it. We can always tell.
Okay. We're trying to find out who did the bad thing. And we're having no luck. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize. Unlike Gail, your things are actually answering you.
True. We're trying to figure it out. And there was a bad person that came in here today. That came in here inside there, and they went into the door and they killed somebody. And I don't know who it was, but if there's any way you can tell me, give me some sort of help to figure out who that bad person was, I would really appreciate it.
Busy, why are you talking to mushrooms?
They talk
Our
back!
colonies have only begun growing on the body of Roy. But we did hear who walked down the trap door.
Who?
Short, fast footsteps. Heavy.
Heavy. Short, fast footsteps. Heavy.
Wait, you got that all up from a mushroom?
Yeah, you can talk to mushrooms?
I don't know anymore.
I'm sorry. Cass gets to
They
see
don't know our glory.
I'm so sorry, but thank you so much. You have been a great help. Very appreciated. I'm gonna come by before we finish all of this, and I'm gonna say goodbye to you, okay? But for right now, I have to go.
Go on.
Thank you. She's gonna
No
wait,
problem.
and she's gonna get up. And she's gonna. I am so sorry. Cass sees all the weirdness of
She's
Busy.
kind of terrified right now.
She gets up, brushes herself off, and she goes, "Okay, who is heavy? It's someone who is heavy. Short, fast footsteps."
I'm a little terrified that you got that from basically a few mushrooms, but I don't know.
Okay, Michelle does not remember pictures. Do we have pictures of all the NPCs?
It's in the artwork Discord page channel.
Oh,
scroll up a bit.
well,
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Whew.
Oh,
like,
God.
did they describe that it like
was-
heavy, like loud footsteps?
No, it's like,
basically?
I think it was like heavy. She gets back down. She's just like, did you mean it was someone who was heavy? Or the footsteps were heavy?
The steps were heavy.
Steps were heavy.
The steps were heavy. They were short, as in they were quick, and it was fast footsteps. It was someone walking heavily and fast.
Okay, so it's I think it's someone who is heavy.
But then
it's
they
like-
have to be short, though.
No, the
Right.
footsteps are short, so they were like click, 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 but like someone who's heavy. I'm so sorry, guys.
We're both stupid.
Look, the information you get from mushrooms is the most reliable. You just gotta know the codex.
It's just wild to me that like this is probably the most information we've gotten from anything, and I got it from mushrooms. And like in
It's
terms
mostly
of, like,
because I didn't expect anyone to talk to them, but they also would know things.
I mean, you gave me an ability to do this.
Don't expect us to try to talk to mushroom.
No.
Stupid.
I mean, I can also.
It's taken 4 sessions.
Yeah. Here's the
Let
thing.
me
There
out.
are also plants, right?
Yeah.
I'm a druid.
Yeah.
I can just speak with plants as well.
They have to be alive, right?
Yeah, there's plants right outside, right here. Hold on. I think it's a cantrip, right? Is it a cantrip?
This is
No,
the most.
it's a spell. First level or second level.
Oh, do I have?
This is the most wild chain of events.
I don't think I actually have it set up. Sorry, unfortunately, I don't think. 'Cause
Okay.
I can't see what spells
Look.
I have like queued up. So
This is the most
By the way-
information we
it
got.
doesn't matter.
By the way, I was looking through the Discord for like little bits of information that I to make sure I hadn't forgotten anything, and I forgot that we made the joke that Fizzy's wild shapes always look wrong, and then I think Jill posted a picture of what we do in the dark.
In the shadows.
Oh, we do the shadow.
What we do in the shadows. So
What
it's just
is
a picture of the
also
cat
cat?
with the left the face.
Anyway, we should go to Darius and maybe talk to everyone, and maybe we can figure out who did it. Because, like, the only the person heavy that I can think of right now is a turtle man, but I don't think the turtle man can go that fast.
You don't think the dwarf man could go?
I mean, maybe. Okay, let's go. We can go talk with everyone. Let's go.
Okay.
And we're gonna go and see if we can find everybody else. Also, yeah, I mean, because it's raining and it's muddy, so, like, I'm dirty now.
I'm carrying a umbrella, so I'm
It's
not.
true, you are.
No, but I got down on the floor to talk to the mushrooms. So
I
I
ain't
am
touching
dirty.
her. She just touched mushroom.
Anyway, yeah, so we'll go find the rest of the group.
We're gonna go
Okay.
find them.
You start hustling back inside to find the rest of the group.
Oh.
So I think you guys all basically all said, "Hey, we need to find the rest of the group."
Excuse you. Some of us didn't. We went to the basement.
Oh, right, you guys went to the basement. So, and actually, in that case, since the other two went, we need to find the rest of the group. Let's go to the basement.
We went down the actual stairs, not the.
Mhm.
I also just remembered that Granny would have seen them go down the stairs, so she would know they're down in the basement.
Yeah, you would have. You know exactly where they are.
She's probably not too far behind.
And we'll say that the other group, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Connor, I bring that up because I'm not in the basement. My token isn't.
Oh, don't worry, I'll put you in there.
Okay.
You'll go in the basement.
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. So, Rot, Darius, and Asher, you all have found your way down into the basement.
Here we are.
Darius has already walked ahead of you.
That seems about right.
Keep up, shorty. And I will use my last rushed in can't until I can sleep. And cast Clue one more time. We're gonna go 30 minutes before the murder to 30 minutes after. Do you think that's enough time? Because everyone came up and was there at the time the body was found. So it would have to be within that time frame, coming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing it where I'm standing.
Okay. Hold on a second.
I
You go here.
love the
Be gone.
fact that Kaz just appeared in those boxes.
That's
I said,
Kaz.
"How long have you been there?"
That's Kaz in the corner.
I was like, "Hello."
Fun fact, we've been keeping Kaz actually over there the whole time. It's a doppelganger doing the work for Kaz.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Cat.
You. Cat?
Cat.
Oh. Ah!
My senses were...
Tingling.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd goes wild.
Granny, you
Yeah.
make your way down the stairs as Darius begins to cast the spell. Or the incantation. Darius, you would see that... I have hair in my mouth.
Okay.
You would see that down here, there are only so many prints that were present around at that time. You see that there are a few that look like they were here because of Roy. You see that there are a few that look like there were a few other folks. And then you see there are a familiar set of prints that you recognize as the mystery individual. And you see those footprints make their way inside of the tunnels from out here. They went down the stairs into this room, and then you see that they trail towards the ladder, where you can only assume what happened.
How many footsteps? Okay, so I did 30 minutes before to 30 minutes after.
Mm-hmm.
How many sets of footprints are coming back from that ladder? Just the one?
And if you recall...
They're a different pair of shoes because the shoes were left in the passageway up top.
Exactly.
Of course I would call. Come on now.
You now see a different set of prints come out of that area, then come back, where they then meet up with another person, another set of prints, and they both make their way over towards the wine racks, and then they hustle out of the basement.
It's just gonna take one step over, put a hand on Asher's shoulder and go, you gotta get better at leading people, Asher.
Probably.
Fizzy and Darius. Fizzy and Cass, you guys also. Make your way here.
Oh,
Granny, you have made your way here.
Where's Tana in all of this? Who's she been following?
They're with Cass.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fine.
Look,
That's
I'm
fine.
just sure Cody's character doesn't get lost. So, before I share with the class everything I've found, which is something, anyone want to share what they found?
Yes! We found two things from the... What room was it again?
It would be the larder.
The larder. I didn't
yes.
know what the actual term was. The larder. So we found a lockpick that was attempting to be hidden away in a veggie bag. Also, this scrap of cloth that was stuck between the trapdoor.
Can I?
Yeah.
Darius will hold out her hand for both things.
And I talked to some mushrooms, and they told me straight
What?
face.
Hold on a
straight
moment.
face.
Hold on, you can't start a conversation. I heard that right?
I believe so. Wait. You talked to the mushrooms, or you ate
Yes.
the mushrooms and then heard something?
No. I talked to them.
She did talk to them.
Darius
Yes,
and
Rod?
Undercommon will go.
What the fuck?
Rot first.
I just want to ask, would Granny and Rot know that Fizzy could do this?
Yeah, did she ever try this one in the...
I'm gonna leave that up to Michelle.
Roll for it.
You probably would have found some mushrooms while we were
Okay,
scoping
no,
out the
I'm
place. We were in a
maybe.
forest.
Okay, so 1
So,
to 10,
yeah, roll
no.
for it.
11 to 20, yes. Okay, hold on, because it cropped. No, never seen it done.
Okay.
In
Granny and Rod just like look at each other like,
Undercommon, Darius is gonna go, are we sure this is not a mistranslation? You don't know what word you're saying?
No, and she'll just respond back in Undercommon. She said, no, I talked to mushrooms.
Wait, hold on. Jace just walked off yelling at a cat.
I heard Anne come back here. Cat's in trouble.
ooh,
What'd she steal?
Ooh, she's in
Anne?
trouble.
Yeah.
No, she got her head stuck in another bag. The bag's been on the floor for like 10 minutes, and it's just and it was the Chipotle bag. Just put her head right through both handles, and I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I went, oh my god! And as soon as I turned, she did the. Just come back. You're not gonna get out of it. Sorry. So sorry.
We just heard you say, Anne, get back here.
I couldn't even mute. I was like, I need to take care of this right now, otherwise this is gonna turn out real bad.
Anyways, you were talking.
Fizzy will say back to you in Undercommon. She'll say, no, I talked to the mushrooms. It's something I can do. We can all do it where I'm from.
Where the fuck are you from?
Caves.
great. What did the mushrooms tell you?
Real quick,
Informative.
Go back and
you can see Darius's eye twitching.
Granny looks so
I look-
pained, but she just
I'm
wants to
looking
move on.
so fucking much right now, you guys. This is the biggest thing I've ever done.
Anyways,
She'll go back into the
mushrooms.
comments. She'll say, "They told me that they heard someone running to the trap door. They said it was someone who had short, fast steps, like they were running, and they were heavy steps. So it was probably a bigger person."
Fucking Amador.
My friend. My accomplice? I don't know.
Wrong word.
Acquaintance?
No, she's trying to find a word that's not wood because she does not want to put that much credit on the friendship. But
My
unfortunately,
friend from work.
My work friend.
They work friend.
also I have to keep myself from saying my friend to my enemy because my brain is rotted.
No, my brain is rot.
She's just gonna kind of put a hand on his shoulder and go, "How much did this lockpick cost?" and hand it to him.
What would the general appraisal on something like that be if Asher made it?
Not much, really. Maybe a gold at worst. I think that'd be expensive.
Probably maybe 5 silver at most. Is it better quality than the piece of the one that we found?
It's decent.
This is a bit of better quality.
Hana. I'm sorry, I'm gonna make you deal with this. You know material. Is this nice?
Yes. Well, that's pretty nice material. It looks to be something like silk. Judging by the hemming, I'd say it's probably pants.
Okay, Connor, I know I wasn't with them. Do I know who was wearing gray silk pants?
Amador was wearing gray silk suit pants.
I can tell you it wasn't fucking Warner because he can't afford silk. I'm
Garrus will
90%
just
sure.
grip Ash's shoulder and go, "We still have work to do on you becoming an investigator, I think."
Don't worry. Asher throws the shotgun on his shoulder and is walking out of the room.
No, Garrus is immediately on his heel. We're not working. We're not doing it like that. We're not doing it like this.
I won't kill the man. Don't worry.
Nope. Granny's like also
Are you
blocking the exit. Like nope. No.
I'm not going to kill the man.
You're not.
I can
gonna
shoot him and
shoot
not
the
kill him.
man either.
I can shoot the man and not kill him.
We need to
They're
find
usually
out.
a lot more agreeable if they're not shot.
Asher,
If they don't have any bullets in them, they usually come.
Asher, we need to know why he did it, and if it's not a good enough reason, I will let you shoot him.
And we still need the shotgun, which I was talking to Gervais. He had some really great insight. Could be disguised as his cane if we can prove that to the authorities.
Do it
Then
by
he can
himself?
get- Huh?
Who'd he do it with?
A shotgun? What are you talking about?
Did he have?
No,
did
was-
he had accomplices? Did he had someone to help
Thank
him?
you, Cass.
Seems likely that he just had the door left open the entire time.
And got really lucky, I guess.
Only one way to find out. Asher, put the gun away for right now.
I will put it on my back. I will not shoot him. Right
Maya
away.
probably doesn't want
Minor
any more
illusion.
blood in her house.
Realistically, the only thing I can think of is if this is the man that killed her father, we should not tell her right away. She might be the one to shoot him instead of me.
You gotta realize that this is a man that has control of in court, essentially.
He
He has power.
We need to be
And-
real good.
I may have some pull, but it's not in the cities around here.
Connor, can I look around to see if there's anyone listening in on us?
Yeah, perception check.
Thank
I want a
you.
perception as well, because I don't
Go
want
ahead.
to make sure he's not.
Go ahead.
He's
Can I
choppy.
ask the smart spellcasters in the group while this is happening? Because we were discussing this minor illusion earlier. Could he have done the wall and left it up while he went? You know. Up
That
and
would
down?
be. I mean, or do you want to make a check on that, or are you just gonna like converse with your comrades?
Depends on what the comrades know. Like, I don't know the distance of minor illusion. Like, if it could stay up beyond a certain distance.
I will tell you, while technically I do have magic because I am a drow, my spells are not the same.
Yeah, well, we have
So it's
two
gonna
very
be a lot.
educated spellcasters, so if they don't have the spell, they would.
I'm not smart, so I can't help you. Also, I'm doing perception.
Rot would be our best bet.
Yes,
Rot would be your best
be our
bet.
Do you want help, Rot? Do you want help? Do you want me to guide you a little bit?
My head. To think if I know the spell, yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay.
I don't know how that's
I'll be
gonna work,
like-
but I love it.
I know that you can
Yeah.
focus. It just I want to give you a little extra focus. I'm gonna give you a little extra focus, and I'm gonna do guidance.
I also
Okay,
got a
yeah.
19 on perception.
I got a
Nice.
By the way, guidance is actually just like a temporary shot of Adderall.
Spirit clarity.
Yeah.
So this is Arcana, right? Arcana check?
Yep.
14 plus 5, that's
19.
19.
And then if you want to roll your
And
d4,
a
you can.
A D4.
Yep.
I forget, I can't. I have a cat.
I'm only giving it what it seems
So
appropriate.
21.
But I feel
21.
like this is
So we got a 19 perception, 21 arcana,
also 20 perception.
and a 20 perception.
I have a
No one's watching. No one's listening.
Okay.
You know this. Oh, it's Phantom.
Phantom!
She keeps showing up.
Yeah, she gets chased by our other cat, so she hangs out with me because I protect her. So she just chills with me all the time.
And Rot, you would know that it is entirely possible to cast a spell like that and use it to hide a wall for a little bit and go relatively unnoticed. So, yeah, in theory, he could have.
That's absolutely probably what he did. Absolutely probably.
But why?
That's what we're gonna go find out. Come on. Asher, don't shoot him.
I will not shoot him right away.
Can I do an insight
Not
check on that?
ever. Give me your gun.
That will not help.
All of them. I said, oh.
Sure. Let me
it's
go
okay.
ahead and
Wanna
give you
know
a
why?
firearm.
I was gonna do an insight check on Asher. See about that? I rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
So hey, I get a +1 for the rest of the
I
session.
can beat you.
Yes.
I can just suspicious mind and be like, you know, you're
Little
not
bastard.
supposed to.
I will keep him from shooting him. Come on, let's go. Mush.
Granny will also kind of
What?
stick like right by Asher to stop him from shooting Amador.
Also, Connor, did you just say
Tag
what
team
to my
effort.
mush?
Yes.
Mush, like sled dogs.
No, I
Mush.
know. I just don't understand why.
All right.
I've done that since I was a kid.
Do we
Okay.
want to continue or end here so that Cody?
Oh,
can
we're
be-
gonna go for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Just a touch.
just asking because.
Where's Armador?
Last we saw him, he was on the roof. The storm is still going outside, so he has to be in the house somewhere.
No,
He's not.
No, you came
Oh,
inside.
no,
He went to his room.
yeah.
Oui.
Is he still there?
You all begin making your way upstairs, past the first floor, past the second floor, into the second floor, and you make your way over towards where Amador's room is. Who wants to try to open the door?
Lead
No,
investigator.
I have a question. No, this is
Yeah.
important. Have we seen Maya recently?
No.
Asher? Go check on your girlfriend.
One moment. Asher will go and look in Maya's room.
Maya is inside of her room.
Okay. I want to make sure she's where she's supposed to be since she's the most likely to get hurt by all of this.
Mon amour. Whatever it is that you hear outside, please just stay here for the moment, okay?
Roll persuasion.
16.
Okay. I'll stay inside.
I promise you. This will get figured out. I think these new friends that I have made, I think we may have found out what happened to your father. But I don't want you getting caught up in anything, so stay here. Please.
Okay.
Asher will blow her a kiss and shut the door. And join him. She is in her room. And then Asher's gonna actually put on his coat and put on the helmet.
Now I'll open the door. No knocking, just open.
Amador's room is empty.
There it is.
His suitcase is there, but his room is empty.
Is there anyone out in the hallway?
No.
Whose room was across from his?
White Crown.
No, wait. Did Asher see White Crown on his way to Maya's room? Because we left him on that.
Yes.
Alright.
He's
Hey.
okay, everyone.
Someone do me a favor. Block the door. And I'm gonna take the 10 minutes to cast fairy lights.
Okay. You mean dancing lights?
No, fairy light. Oh, fairy fire. Sorry, I get the name.
Oh, okay. Alright. You guys block up. You guys close the door behind you. All of you cramming yourselves into the small room.
Someone listen at the door while I do this.
I'll do that.
As the 10 minutes finish up, with Dara slowly reading out the incantation. Small specks of bright light begin to form inside the room, illuminating the entire area, but not illuminating any invisible shapes.
Pick up his suitcase. Hey Asher, can this fit in your coat?
I'm sure it can.
Is his cane here? I'm assuming no. Okay.
So back to the roof, or is he somewhere else?
I'd check the roof again.
Are the blankets still here?
Yes.
Or no? Okay. I thought he made like a blanket room or something
thinking.
like that.
Prison escape.
That's why he really wanted it. He was like,
We've also gone out the trapdoor. There's a way out, isn't there?
Still storming pretty bad.
It's easier to hide if it's raining.
Maybe easier to hide, but how long can you stay out there?
We could be trying to make a break for it anyway, but the roof is right there. We can just quickly check it.
To the roof.
And also, double-sided being on the roof if he is trying to make an escape. We can see him.
It's
You know, bird's
pretty
eye view.
dark, but maybe we can see something.
I mean, most of us can see.
All right, we'll brag about it.
Okay, Asher can't. Asher can't either. Not without that fancy hat.
I need me one of those. Do you take commissions?
He
Wait.
already
We'll
has...
talk about it later.
I have a...
No, you already owe me something first that you've been putting off. Don't.
I can take multiple commissions at the same time. This is...
You are doing a bad job of
Such a
it.
murderer. I'm sorry.
It is alright. I will take the commission for you, Granny. Have no worries.
To the roof.
The roof. The roof.
The roof is very wet.
The opposite of on fire.
I mean, with how much
really don't need
gunpowder,
any more water.
with how much gunpowder Asher has, the water might not matter.
What if he threw a match into the coat and just threw it? Just put a match in with the gun. Just
Oh god.
You all make your way up the stairs towards the roof, and you find there, sitting at one of the chairs, is Amador. He brings himself up to a standing position. And he just regards you all.
I'm not doing that.
It's saying.
That is quite a nice cane you have there.
Thank you very much.
Is it alright if I check that out? I've been looking at it for a while. I have one myself. Would be interested to see what it is that one is made of.
I do not think that is necessary. Investigator.
Judge.
Your questions.
You and I know I've caught dirty politicians before. Political leaders.
know.
Cops. My expertise is actually with the higher ranks of society. What did you stand to profit from his death?
I stood to gain very little, but I stood to lose quite a bit if we kept living.
You have on you.
What he had was foolish ideas.
Oh.
Great timing.
He had foolish ideas and absurd plans that could have caused nothing but trouble for what I wanted.
We're going to wait a little bit because someone has entered the room of Jessica's and is now talking.
Keep playing here.
I get it.
How long have you been planning this?
As soon as I learned what he wanted to do.
What did he want to do?
You've seen his money-making scheme, I assume?
Hard to miss in the basement.
He wanted to sell it himself under his name.
Within the country,
Yes.
which would have put it in legal grounds for you to deal with.
No. It would have put it in legal grounds to be caught. And with his name on it, he would have come back to me. I want to help this country. I want to help the North. I want to help the South. I want us to finally move past this garbage. Look at this symbol. Look at what I carry with me. You see it?
And he pulls out, like he grabs hold of the symbol of a heart being clutched by a hand.
I carry this with me to remind myself of what my comrades did back in the war. I see no honor in this, I see no pleasure in this, but if I simply allow it to continue, then it will get worse. But I need connections to do that, and Roy gave me what I needed.
You know I had enough dirt on him to already bury him, right?
I did not know you existed.
It was only a matter of time. I found ample evidence of his, well, frankly, very illegal land buying. I could have buried him within days.
And I'm sure you could have. I'm sure anyone could have. It wouldn't take many changes to convict him.
It still would have connected back to you.
In time, yes.
Oh, this is...
Letting him live put me in jeopardy, and if that put me in jeopardy, that means that I couldn't keep helping people.
What? Oh god, this is gonna be an awful question considering what he said. What good do you do for the greater people?
What do you think the first means? The first woman to win a championship. The first man to find new lands. The first judge from the north to be a judge in the south.
Asha, I can't. And she's gonna look at Asha. We have to let it go.
What?
You understand who's the fall man if we let him go, like we were.
He orphaned.
You're only the fall man if the evidence that you three were there comes out.
This was clearly a murder. Someone has to take the fall.
We can't just oops. Well, oh well.
Oh, he
died
slipped and
randomly.
fell on a
natural
shotgun.
Natural causes.
The
Somebody
good of
has
his
to-
death does more for the world than knowing who did it.
I'm not arguing that. What I'm arguing is that somebody has to be punished for this. We can't just the authorities are gonna show up and go, oh well.
You put Rot in jail.
I can't go to jail.
Amador,
Yes.
you're an honorable man. How quickly would your word exonerating them work? How easy would it be to sell?
In the north, they would see very little in the way of trouble. In the south, it would confuse people. But I can vouch with no real issues.
Hana,
Yes.
do you remember seeing that employee run out right after the gunshot? You remember seeing Trevor?
What?
The guy we made up.
The guy that was made up for the gunshot. You saw him run, didn't you?
You said this to Amador?
I said this to out loud, directing it towards Tana, and Asha was also involved in this lie, but Tana's one of them.
It's so it was Granny's lie.
Oh my god.
Credit.
Hold on a second. I need to see if I can get a hold of Cody really quick.
Tana was also working.
Yeah, no, Cody did say that he would play into the whole Trevor thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Was it
Yeah.
Trevor? I can't remember if it was Trevor.
It was Trevor.
Trevor. It was Trevor.
Okay.
I did see that man Trevor. He did run off.
Hard to believe someone managed to sneak into a party of this size. Murder of passion. He apparently found the blueprints of this house. How unfortunate.
Why are we saving him again?
Because his life being preserved is worth more to the universe, to all that is, than Amador being arrested. How much tension would Amador, a dwarf from the north, killing what is seen as a reputable to the greater public man of honor, whose family has folk heroes in it, who killed this man? How bad would that look for the north, who just lost their queen? There's a complete power struggle going on up there. If the south got wind of that, nothing would stop them from taking this as a strike against them and invading the north. It's politics. It's disgusting and gross. But you have to take the greater good into this.
Granny kind of makes a face, but she like considers it, and she's like, "You realize, you." She points at Amador. We let you go. You owe us more than I can imagine how to pay back right now.
If you let me go, then these countries will owe you all more than you know.
And you don't just owe us. You owe
No.
Maye.
You killed her father. I don't care how bad of a person he was, you still robbed a girl of her father.
I think.
I know.
I know. You owe her companionship and guidance in absence of her family.
I know. Damn it.
Curious about
Why
something.
do you think I keep coming outside? I can't let people see me.
I'm curious about something. How is
Yes.
Asher feeling? Can I do an insight on Asher?
I literally, as you were saying that, was gonna ask to do insight on Asher, because
I
Darius knows what she's asking.
It's some because like all this politics stuff does not interest Fizzy in the least. So she's kind of been focused on Asher at this point, I feel like. So I'm going to do that. Hold on, math. Take it to +6. I just want to make sure. It's a 19 on the die, so.
Fuck.
I believe it's a 25.
Chase is after going to try to hide it.
I mean, Asher's hiding in general, so it's not like. I'm just doing this more to see how much you can read off of what Asher
Also,
is
I'd like to apologize
doing.
to the group at large.
A lot.
This was
That's a
actually
natural
something.
one.
Oh, I'd like to apologize. That's all.
So, Asher hasn't said a word. You would notice that he's been kind of sitting there. He's got shotgun across his chest, and he's kind of just rotating the cylinders. He's not looking him in the face. Asher is staring like directly at the ground, and you see his eyes kind of flitting back and forth. Kind of what I can best describe with you not knowing Asher as definitely looks like he's thinking. There isn't like any sort of jaw set or anything like that. It just looks like he's doing a lot of internal math right now.
He's sitting, correct?
Asher?
Yeah.
No, Asher's standing with his back against the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna go like stand next to him.
Granny's been next to him this whole time because she really didn't
Other
want
side
any
of him.
fittings to happen. But
Are you okay?
There is a heavy weight to this. For me personally. For the rest of you, this is really just a simple, do we turn this man in? how will it affect the countries? Some people you may have in your life. It could lead to war, which is something at this point that this entire country does not need. Not even close. It will complicate things greatly. It will make travel miserable. Destroy many lives. The actions of one man could kill thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions, depending on how long this war goes. One fucking man. But on top of that, this man is asking me to look into the face of the woman that I love and lie. So, here is what I am thinking. Amador, do you understand the cost of this lie?
I know the cost of the truth.
I am not concerned about the truth in this case. The lie is the way to go. Logically, this is the greater good. So there is a lie. I will not bear the cost of this lie. I personally will gain something from this, in addition to what we all gain together. You need to make this worth to me. Because out of everybody here, she will have to look into my eyes, probably for the rest of both of our lives. And I will have to tell her to keep you alive, so that way you can continue to do your job. That I do not know that it was you that killed Roy. What is this worth to you?
I can't put a number on it. I can't put an object on it either. There is no... I cannot value it because there is no number large enough.
In that you are correct. So, let's put it to this. From here on out, anytime any of these names that you see before you go through the courts, innocence. You've pulled the strings before. You can do the same now. As far as previous crimes, all exonerated. I believe there is likely a cash reward that can be paid out from somewhere. A bit of coin never hurt anybody. And I think there is possibly a couple things that I can come to you with in the future. In addition to what was recommended, you being there to give advice to Maya.
I believe that was a guarantee. And Sorry. And in truth, I believe that I will likely be working with you all. So yes, I believe I'd be returning the favor. I can keep doing that.
Well, I will put it simply then. I have things that I am looking for. Other things that I need to accomplish. There being a war would be very difficult to make those all happen. And a bit of consistent work would not hurt. Plus, that Trevor fellow was a slippery bastard. Maybe he will be found one day.
Yes, yes.
I'm gonna ask, I apologize real quick before I say this.
Mm-hmm.
Amador, do you know anyone with modified memory?
No, I cannot say I do. I did not work with spellcasters or the such.
If you know someone we can find within the next 24 hours? You don't have to keep the lie, Asha, if you don't remember it.
In 24 hours, no. But it would not take very much to find the right person in the capital.
No. I'm here to acquire knowledge. There are many things that I need to know. There is a price to all knowledge gained. This is something I have accepted for a long time. This man will keep his word. Plus, we have other things that we need to do.
I think at this point, Granny will walk forward, and she'll kind of take Amador's like the hand that's not on his cane. She'll turn it over so that it's like his palms up, and she'll put like a trinket in his hand. And it's the I don't know, it's not a secret. It's a little like symbol of Althea, the goddess of honesty and redemption, for those who don't know. And she'll just be like, what will she say? I understand this is not the greatest situation for anyone to be in, but hopefully you can find some guidance.
There is the redemption that these countries will have to find likely will never lie in truth. It would only have to lie in deception. But in time, we'll learn to forget and forgive.
I'm not telling you to tell the truth eventually, it's just being okay with yourself down the line. It's
He will take the symbol. He won't say anything else. I see the face of judgment from Jill.
I'm sorry, she's not trying to like convert. It's just like a
No.
or
is not happy about this. But
Oh,
none of
yeah.
you
No.
because Rod is wearing a porcelain mask.
I mean, in fairness to Rot, like Granny, like her face is very like grimly set. Like she's not totally happy about it either, but she understands like the importance of letting this go, which is also why she wants to like give him a piece of her goddess. Like it's the like we know we're
understand.
not doing the like maybe we're not doing the best thing, but like the best thing is past, so now there's only
I understand.
You know.
You're fine.
between us and God now.
My brother in
Weird saying. I don't
Christ.
like that.
My
Ew.
brother and Altea.
My brother and Althea, we are fucking going to hell. Anyway, bye.
At this point, I think Darius just taps Ash on the shoulder twice and heads downstairs. There's nothing else for her to do here.
Well, Amado, I hope by the time this storm lets up, you have something for us all to do. Keep us occupied, I hope you understand.
There is going to be some things to do, yes.
I shall see you then. And Asher will slowly start making his way downstairs.
Darius is waiting for Asher at the bottom of the stairs.
Wait.
Rule 6, Rule 7.
Mm-hmm. I hope you understand. When the time is right, we are going to get back at him.
You can put a bullet in his fucking head for all I care once the time is right. I don't like this any more than you. But
This is only temporary.
him causing a war would violate Rule 7.
Wait.
I'll help you put the bullet in his head when the time comes.
You know I already have something that can take care of that. That is not a problem.
Think of it as an apology then, that I'm having to let this happen for now.
There are 4 of you still on the roof. Fizzy, Kaz, Rot, Granny. Do you
Where's
guys have
Tana?
any other things? Do
Oh,
you guys have
Tana.
any other things you want to do?
Did Donna leave?
Tana went with them because I'm not going to say things for Cody.
Okay. I was just wondering what happened to Donna.
She died.
Weird. Wow, our first death. And Granny said her bit, so she's waiting for Rot and Fizzy to move, basically. Like, she's not really, she's not gonna go until they go, basically. She's, like, waiting.
Sort of takes a few steps towards Amador and like really stares at him hard.
With a blank, emotionless mask.
Yeah. Which
That's
by the
kind of
way,
terrifying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's scarier, having like meshed out eyes so you can't see anything, or having no mesh and just seeing a single eye. What's scarier?
I would say meshed out eyes would be more frightening. That's
Meshed
because
out eyes.
that
Okay.
granted, you have to understand, I have a thing with like a lack of being able to read an expression. That scares me more.
Literally what I was gonna say, you can wear your emotions too heavily even in your eyes because of the way, essentially the muscles around out stop, but mesh.
Okay then. Mesh eyes. Can't say anything. So he's just staring really hard at Amador and goes, I hope you never forget this. I hope every night that you live in freedom with your family whoever you love, I hope you remember what you took from her. And I hope you never get a peaceful night of sleep again. I don't trust you. The rest of them seem to. I will work with you while it benefits us. But the second it doesn't, I've never killed anyone. I will make an exception. And Rot turns and walks down the stairs.
Bye.
Question: when do they all walk down after Ash and I's conversation's finished?
We will see. Fizzy?
While Rot is saying this, and kind of she sees Rot doing this, so she stands behind Rot and sort of like places her like hand like on Rot's like arm, just to be like, "Hey, I'm here," and I'm just staring him down, and I'm trying to read him. Like I'm basically like Fizzy has no like not emotional, like has no like all the politics bullshit.
You have
is
no
bullshit.
attachment to these situations.
Yeah.
Save for an emotional attachment to the people you're close to.
Yeah.
I understand. Roll.
yeah.
You can roll an insight.
Okay. Can I give myself guidance?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Not great. It's 14.
He has already resigned himself to what is being said to him. He accepts it, and you have a feeling. You can't tell for sure, but you have a feeling that what Rod is describing to him is something that he is not shocked by or afraid of.
You hurt people. And yes, I guess other people, I don't know about all the country stuff because it's not really my area, but you hurt people. Meaning I don't like you. At all. So, I'll help Rod if need be. I guess. I'm not very threatening, but...
As Rot moves away, as I'm assuming you will. Correct, Jill? Yeah.
Then I will give you a piece of advice. Never trust a politician. They are dangerous.
Rot's gone. I don't give a shit, dog.
No, not you. It was that Fizzy, actually.
Okay.
It's Fizzy, yeah.
Yeah.
If every politician's like you, yeah, I think that's the case. I think I'll agree with that.
There are worse.
I'm gonna... Okay, well... Ew. I was never told
Yes.
about this stuff when I was at home.
Then when you have the best chance, go home.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
Not yet. And she'll walk away. And she'll like run to catch up with Rot. And she'll just like, are you okay?
Yep. Well, if you're shoving me away, she'll just give one last look at Amador and just good luck. Like a lady salute.
But yeah,
and go
she'll
back
just
down the stairs.
Run
Like, she's-
behind. Yeah. Go ahead.
As I said, like her expression's very grim, like she's not super happy about this, but
She's gonna run up behind Rot and sort of be like, are you okay?
If we're out of here, I will be. And Rod's gonna push past Darius on the stairs and go past them.
I follow behind Rot.
does Cass do anything?
Cass,
Oh god.
you're the last one on the roof.
Oh,
Roof party.
I know. You mentioned to speak to me, Connor. I don't recall who has whatever
your
you just.
uncle.
I know my uncle has it.
He is the most pressing one that you know of, and there are also likely a few in the carnival.
I know. I don't know if he'll agree to it. That's the thing.
You have there's nothing to lose by asking.
I suppose. I guess she'll like ask him if it's possible to
Ask in character. Go ahead.
I'm not totally sure how to ask this question. I know what you did seems wrong to others, but sometimes you kind of have to get your hands dirty to do the right thing. And I know for that, it will paint a bad picture on you, but if anything, I believe in you.
It feels wrong to hear something like that from someone so young.
Yeah. And you're kind of raised by it. It's kind of the thing you're known for. If you don't mind me asking, if it's possible to, how do I word this, Connor? Is it like release a warrant, or
have warrants cleared?
Yeah,
Rescind them.
Yeah, rescind warrants, basically.
I would want to rescind a warrant from my uncle and a few of my circus family members. So that way I won't say a word.
Give me the names as long as it's nothing too serious. It should be easy.
I won't say a thing. I mean, like, as in the secret. I'll say the word, but yeah, I'll agree to its terms. So.
And as the rest of the group walks downstairs, away from each other, Cass writes down several names on a piece of paper and hands them over to Amador, the murderer, and the answer to this great mystery. We will pick this up next Saturday, and we will proceed to continue past this point with our new group of investigators, adventurers, whatever you'd like to call them. I'd like to thank all of my dear players. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We stream pretty regularly, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. If you enjoy what we do, pass the word, tell your friends. We have a Twitter, Dicefunctional_. Follow us there. We'll keep this going, and thanks, guys. I really do enjoy doing this with all of you. So, thank you. Really. Say bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.